done it before either.
No, you've done it now. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And this now we're on live, and then you say funny things. Don't.
What? Don't what?
No.
Say a bad word.
You're gonna say bad words the other way.
You're usually the one who says bad word. Hello, everybody. I don't know. If
I just realized she's wearing a Step on Snake t-shirt.
Yeah, she's wearing no stepping on snag.
Yes, that and What Did I Do t-shirt, which is probably not something she should be wearing right about now, considering the dumb shit she's done.
Very true. Probably not.
Not the wisest, no.
Just
to be fair, that's probably nothing to do with the current time. That's probably just a
I think it's an older photo. To be
yeah,
fair.
obviously.
I don't think it's related to this.
Someone's not going to take a screenshot of it and go, hey, look, we're going to use this as a way to smear you in the Toronto news.
Oh my god, you were so right, Spoon. You said everyone's going to talk about how handsome you are.
Haha.
Immediately. Hey, everybody, how's it going? We thought we'd, I don't know why, we decided to do this like last second. And then I wanted to share my screen,
like I sell meth. Fuck off.
But Discord is screwed up on my side, so like I couldn't share my screen, so we're gonna be.
I don't think I sell meth. I have all my teeth.
Yeah, true.
And I eat
so I'm gonna have to be, which I don't do, but I did eat today, sort of. I did.
A slice of lemon does not qualify as eating.
I ate more than a lemon. I ate a big plate full, well, about half a plate full of refried beans, and I dipped with cheese, and I dipped nachos in them. It was very good.
I'm judging you.
I have an Oasis fruit drink. It's fruit, basically.
You do realize juice isn't fruit.
I actually don't know if there's any. I don't think there's any calories in this, actually.
If it's something you consume, it's got calories in it.
Oh yeah, it's 0. It's 0 calories.
There's no such thing as 0 calories. That's complete bunk.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't buy into that.
It's
shit
sugar and more sugar.
It's just flavored water, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shall we talk about? Shall we talk about? Okay, so.
Or the accent that you wanted me to do earlier that you said, this sounds like you. And
Oh,
when I did,
so-
like, yeah, that totally sounds like me.
It does, though. Okay, now we have to.
Yeah,
play it.
the
Okay,
impression
alright.
sounds like me.
Yeah, well, your impression, but
Yes.
okay. So, all right. So here's what was happening, guys. Hello. By the way, sorry that my jeans were low and loose last week. I was sick. Guess what? I'm still sick. It hasn't
Your
gone away.
jeans were low and loose.
Yeah. You know what it's like when you're low energy? It's when your jeans are low and loose instead of high and tight where they should be, up over your nipples. That's where you wear your jeans. Your
Oh,
mom.
I didn't know,
Real high and
because
tight.
the people who tend to wear it that way... The people who tend to wear their jeans that high don't really have a lot of energy.
No, you gotta keep your mom jeans high and tight over your nips. That's how you got. That's your mom jeans, dude.
I have fairly high nipples. That's not gonna look good on me. Like, my nipples are basically here.
I'm
So,
glad
like,
you
at
showed
least
all
here.
of us. Thank you.
I've lifted
Thanks
up my
for showing
t-shirt,
the
you're
clap.
fine.
Bill told me to stop referencing your Mom Sells podcast, but I never will, Bill. I'll never stop. You can't stop me.
He can with a mace.
Yeah, he said want to bet. Okay,
Yeah, there you
with
go.
the mace. Slosher for 50 Canadian says, nice to see both you guys. Now Spoon can't secretly fall asleep on you anymore. Thank you, Slosher, and that's very true. Now when you fall asleep, Spoon, I'll be able to, if you're on camera, I'll be able to tell if you fall asleep, sir. I'll be able to see.
No, you won't. The screen is too small and my eyes are too beady.
Your eyes are a little bit beady, but they're not that beady. Come on, dude. Also, I was a little bit worried, guys, because like my hair turned out kind of screwed up because
Now here's the thing. If she didn't say that, none of you would even be paying attention to her hair.
no one can tell right now, but there's a slight bronzing on it that happened.
I like the way you start off by saying no one can tell.
I can tell, and that's what matters. Nobody cares, you vain fuck, yells Bill. Speaking of vain fucks, should we talk about Lauren Boebert? Boebert. Boobers.
Ah, yes. Lauren the
I don't know.
Boobert.
Is it vain? I don't know. Let's talk about it, though. I've sent you the
Well, her
the
dress
article.
is not exactly
That dress is certainly...
leaving much to the imagination.
That's for sure.
No wonder someone's falling her freaking tits.
Well, it's... Again, it's... That was a choice, you know.
She's like, what, like 5'3"?
Yeah, she's a little lady.
She's tiny, she's petite little thing.
Yeah. Which makes, I think, the booba look bigger, honestly.
Yeah, that does help, I suppose. But I was watching the clip here just a moment ago. It looks really... The way that people move in the video footage looks really fucking weird.
Well, tell me when you
really
want
strange.
to watch it. The AP video that's... Because we're going to have to, like...
It's on now.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, just tell me when you want to start it. Let's start from the beginning on the video... The vidya, right? Alright. Tell me when you want to start it, okay?
And now.
Alright, now.
Yeah.
So this is a live show. I asked you about this when you were talking about it before. It's a theater production.
Yes.
Not a movie.
With a whole load of freaking people.
Yeah.
Which is a great look for you one.
That just makes it more like rude that this was a live theater production rather than a, you know, a movie theater. A police officer was on the way.
The two left the theater, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, the cops were involved?
Yeah, apparently. Well, because they kept being asked to leave.
You see what I mean? Like, they just look at the... I'm assuming this is the camera.
One thing I want to pause at, though. Accused her of vaping and singing, and then they were being weird. I think you're okay to sing at a live musical a little bit. A little bit. But
you see what I mean? The movement is really...
I think it's just because it's a shitty camera.
Yeah, it's really janky.
Yeah. Oh, do you know who I am? I'll be contacting the mayor. Holy crap.
Why?
Yeah.
Let's
just stop. Well, that's the whole video. That's the whole video.
Stupid thing. Why would you say that? I was a complete asshole. Like, I was thrown out of somewhere. Therefore, I need to contact the mayor. The mayor will look at you and go, why did you behave like an asshole, Lauren?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that I think really stuck out to me more than anything else. So let's talk about the things that Lauren Boebert did here. First of all, look, she's got assets, okay? Let's just talk about that. And she is clearly showing them off in this dress.
Oh, it's a lower FPS camera? Someone?
I'm at, because most of those security cameras are low FPS because they're on all the time. So they're trying to only record, like, important data and not get like
bogged down with the excessive crap.
Right. Because it takes a huge amount of
I want to know, someone in the chat says, thoughts on Actman calling me and as bigots. I'm assuming he didn't do so by name. Because I would find it hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Yeah,
I would really like it if Actman called me a bigot, because that would not end well for him. Considering I have a video about him coming up that I'm still waiting for YouTube.
Didn't you already make one?
I made one, but it was like only like 5 minutes long. And then he doubled down on the stupid thing, and said so many stupid things, because someone in my chat went, hey, look, he made another take on it, and I went, really? Okay, and then I watched it. Holy crap, it is really, really bad. It's really, really, really stupid. And it just made me go, I have to talk about this, because this is really dumb. And, yeah, I slaughtered it.
Well, Actman has... Look, I don't understand. We didn't actually talk about the Actman thing. We didn't even... Oh, because I was so tired last week. We missed out on the whole...
We can watch it if you want.
Yeah, let's watch your thing, bro. Well, should we cover the Boebert thing?
I'm not sure if I could show mine on here.
Well, I'd like to show... I do want to watch the Actman thing a little bit, because I do have... We were supposed to talk about it last week. We didn't get to it. Because I did not get to meet Az when I was back in the UK, because I think they met up with him like later in the week, or when they... Did I complain about this on stream last week? Because I was so sick. I don't remember if I did or not.
Yes,
but the fact
did.
that I missed the bus, that the bus canceled my shit.
Thank you, Lucky Stars, every day. You're not David Pacman. Yes, I agree. I think I would suffer with that amount of internal smugness. And I already have plenty of that, but with him, Jesus fucking Christ.
But Spoon, did I mention that last week about how I couldn't go on the... Okay. Just to reiterate. Okay, yeah, so cool. But I think Az did show up at some point. He wasn't at the meetup though. I don't know if he was busy or what, but there was something going on, and why he couldn't be there at the official meetup. And yeah, I don't know what that was about. But of course, everyone was talking about it when that was going on, about the whole Starfield debacle, or whatever you want to call it. Because, of course, look, you know what? We have to be able to show it if we're going to talk about it. And we haven't talked about it yet. So, now the Ackman's come up with a second video on it. Why don't we just talk about all of them? How about that? I wasn't planning on that tonight, but why not?
Yeah, we can.
Why not? Why not?
I did not approve of their takes because their takes were fucking retarded.
I know. I know. Az and Gary got married, of course. It was beautiful.
Oh, did they? Oh, holy shit!
Yes.
Okay, that's breaking news. It's very woke, actually. It's very progressive.
Yeah, it's very progressive of them. It was. Yeah. It was beautiful.
A bearded man and a non-bearded man. It's just, hair and no hair. It's like, oh, so many contrasts. If only one of them wasn't white.
Actually, the glass I'm drinking out of is my Diddley Squat Farm glass.
And they're both straight and married, which is really unusual. So that's a first.
Yeah, weird that they're both straight and married, but now they're gay married too. And I think we should all give a golf clap for that one. Anywho, so going back to Lauren Boebert though, at least for the time being.
Yes.
Because I do want to cover that stuff. Because I know that you're in kind of a weird beef with the Yak Man. And which upsets me because...
It's not really beef. He doesn't know who I am. I just looked at... If somebody said that he called me specifically a bigot, I will laugh my asshole.
He probably did. We probably didn't know you specifically, but whatever. The thing is that just like...
Somebody tell me, like... Because, James, you're the one who said so. Did he specifically mention, like, us in a video or a live stream or something?
I don't know. But, shoot, now I lost my train of thought.
Boebert.
Plug. Oh. Lauren Boebert, but the Ackman, real quick. Got it. I found it. I reached it. I got it. Is it just like 6-8 months ago? He had this whole huge issue where he was getting false copyright claims. He almost lost his channel because of this lunatic called Quantum TV, who was giving him false copyright strikes. And by the way, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this last week either, but I want to reiterate it this week. Either way, my channel's under attack. If you watched my Attack Helicopters video and you notice that it's not on my channel anymore, that's because someone has filed a false, fallacious copyright, or a privacy complaint against that video. Now, I've been trying to, for the last week, on the phone, like actually calling people up at the university, and I called the National Science Foundation, and I called the National Science Foundation, I called Oregon State University, and who else did I call? I called my YouTube rep. So basically, like, I've called everybody about it now. That you can't do this.
I saw Quartering spoke about it as well.
Oh, did he talk about it?
Well, you mentioned it on Twitter.
Yeah. He mentioned it on Twitter.
Yeah, he pulled you up specifically.
Yeah. Well, he retweeted it because it's ridiculous that they're trying to hide their bullshit study. They're trying to hide their bullshit study, and I called the provost at Oregon State, and they were like, "Wait, what?" And they acted all freaked out, which they probably were just doing a little bit for show, but whatever. So I don't know. I tried to call Dr. Boswell yesterday, this morning, and I'm going to call her again tomorrow.
And every day.
I'm going to keep calling them every day because at this point it's ridiculous. Like you know what they're doing, right? Is that they know they have like a month to make this false complaint and just let it ride, and they know that will kill the momentum of my video. That's it. They're gonna people like this they always do the same thing. They file a false complaint, let it ride as long as they can get away with it, and then they let it go, and they never actually go through, because at this point they have to actually file a legal complaint against you, which they're not going to do. Oh, I don't know, maybe
you're
going to use Oregon State. You're going to use Oregon that I violated their privacy.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, over your published study that's published publicly, that everyone's supposed to be able to see, because that's the point of academic publication. And you're going to claim that there's some privacy complaint? I mean, they did, and YouTube took it seriously, and YouTube is still sitting on it. It's been a week now, and YouTube won't respond to me whatsoever. Because we're waiting on them, because it's a serious privacy complaint. My privacy's been violated. Then don't publish research. How about that? Okay? If you don't want to have your name out there, then quit. Quit academe. Don't publish ever again. And no one will have to see your name or talk about your research ever again. It's really that simple. But no, that's not
Aiden's
what they want to
pissed off
do.
face right there. If Aiden is staring at the camera, it means she's trying to eat your soul.
It makes me pretty angry, though, that they still are holding on to this bullshit, and that, like, it's ridiculous.
No, I don't have a bad back.
What?
No, it's because I'm sitting with my hands behind my chair. No, I don't have a bad back. I can breathe for heaven's sake, so no.
That
one keeps in check.
Yes, they cried cyberbully. Yep, that's what happened. Anywho, Lauren Boebert. Lauren Booba. I think we got the gist from the video.
I just don't like her conduct post being
I don't either.
ousted.
That's what, yes. Her saying, do you know who I am?
Oh god, that was really cringe. That was, why, Lauren, did you do that? I could sort of forgive.
Empathy.
I could sort of forgive if, like, okay, well, you're maybe high and stupid, and okay, fair enough.
Right.
Did some stupid things you shouldn't have done in public. But as when she said, yeah, that sounds like something Greta Thunberg would say.
Yeah, it's some Greta Thunberg shit. Yeah. Which is, it's just this obnoxious.
Do you know who I am?
Bullshit.
Do you know who I am?
How fucking infuriating, dude.
The spoon have dreads? No, the spoon has no hair.
Spoon is bald.
Yes, if I take off my head, you're just going to have like a shiny light.
If you take off your head, you'd be dead, sir.
Don't sass me, you asshole.
Anywho.
Or I'll get Bill to take off yours.
Oh no. But it's so obnoxious. Just like, I'll be contacting the mayor.
You know she won't. That's just a threat.
Yeah.
At least I imagine so. I don't think it'll be actually. Yeah.
Like, way to come off as an awful, heinous bin.
Yeah, that's really, really not the way to go. I could almost forgive. Yeah. I could almost forgive the conduct, but it was the post conduct that, you know, that really annoyed me. And this stupid thing, everyone is focusing on her tits. Oh my god, look, she's got boobs and a nice dress. Like, for God's sakes, you idiots. Can you focus on other things? Yes, I like boobs as well, but the one is behaving like a boob.
Exactly. But
you can have the greatest tits in the world, but if you behave like them, then fuck off.
Well, that's the thing that, of course, everyone's focusing on.
Shitty public official.
Well, it's easy to focus on, isn't it? I think it's obnoxious, but
yeah, it's shy.
That's unfortunately the way that it's working, and I think again the things that are more important to focus on are her incredibly obnoxious behavior.
Yes. Yeah, it was just her
inappropriate. It's her conduct. It's her unchristian conduct as well. By the way, that look. If you want to be a degenerate, go ahead. Just don't also call yourself a Christian, right? Yeah. That's it. And by the way, it's not...
This is why more people want to be Democrats in the general public, because they just come from degenerate backgrounds anyway. I'm a Democrat. Well, I'm expected to behave like an asshole. Like, yeah, fair enough, actually.
I think...
It's sort of understandable to buy.
If you've had a degenerate past, right? And then, like, you...
Yeah, speaking of degeneracy.
I'm just saying, if you've had a degenerate past and you've done, like, messed up stuff... The whole promise of Christ is that you can come to Jesus and have your sins forgiven, but you have to change, right? Yes. You can't keep doing those things. That's the whole thing. So I don't know anything about Boebert's past, like if she did have like a weird past, but I never heard anything about that. She
apparently was an escort in her past.
Is that what you've heard, or is there real evidence of that?
There's some pictures that are. I'm just gonna say. There's pictures and names and profiles. I'm not saying it's her, but it does look a bit like her.
Well, she became a mom when she was like, what, 18 or something? Real young. 20? There's nothing wrong, you know, with that necessarily, but she became a mom real young because it's her daughter also had a child very recently, right?
Son. Yeah. Her son locked up like his 14-year-old girlfriend or some shit.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was really young. and she was very, pro-life, and I get that, and I get sticking to your principles there. But do you understand now, Lauren, why this makes you look like a massive, gaping, whole hypocrite?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't a fan of that because when they came out and just said, "Oh, look, it's a blessing from God," I was like, "No, your kid is a dumbass who fucked around when he was too young. He took after you."
Hang on.
No, a blessing from God is a marriage and a union, not that dumb shit. That's a broken condom. That's not a fucking blessing from God. Please cut the shit. The cope is real.
A life is a blessing, in my opinion. So
yes,
and that's
so is being drunk and making one.
But I'm against abortion, and you're pro-choice. I'm pro-life. You're pro-choice. So that's where we have a little bit of a disagreement there. I don't, and you know that I have all kinds of caveats that
I'm pro-choice because I hate the state, or because I like abortion.
I know. I hate the state too, but which is funny because we're both monarchists. But and yet we both hate the state.
Yes.
But
we like to have a strong one, small one, and fuck off the rest of it.
Yeah.
Regulations are cringe.
But people were really like, oh, she's a very strong, convicted Christian to her beliefs because she is down with her son having a child when he is still a child because she's so anti-abortion. But then she does stuff like this. And typically, let's talk about what it was. Is that, and she's vaping, which that's just...
Yes. Why would you lie about that?
What an obnoxious thing to do, man.
Yeah. And then lie about it.
Why would anyone do that?
Because she knows it looks bad, and apparently didn't know that there were security cameras all over the fucking place.
I was vaping. Look, if you want to do it in the privacy of your own home or whatever, yeah. You want to do it in the privacy of your own home. You want to do it outside where people smoke. That's fine. But you're in a fucking. It's not just a movie theater. It's a live theater. Yeah. Right.
You know what's also better done in your own home? Shagging.
Sure, which she also chose to do in a public space. Trying to crank the guy's dick
into fourth gear.
I mean, I don't know if we can play it here, but yeah, there in the recorded video, it does look like she's grabbing down there a little bit, What do
you mean, kinda? No, she definitely friggin' is.
She definitely did, yeah.
Fucking elbow deep in Guns Johnson.
She was certainly doing something in that vicinity, right? So
he's groping her tits. Of course, he's gonna have a hard enough.
Yeah, and that one we can see for sure is that he's groping her tits. Looks like she grabs at his crotch area. I mean, she definitely puts her hand down in that area. I don't know if she was giving him a
fucking elbow deep in the shit.
What was going on, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's also vaping, and they're being loud. Yes. So it's just
obnoxious behavior all around.
Yes, it's like. By the way, and I was telling you this earlier, Spoon. If you're a regular person and you want to be gross in public, it's still not cool. But you could maybe get away with it, right?
I think if gross in public, I would burp. Not try and grab someone's crotch.
But you're a public figure. And in particular, you're a public figure associated with this MAGA movement, which is under hyper scrutiny already.
Oh my god, who does she think she is? Black.
So she's already under hyper scrutiny.
Oh god, no, she's not black. She didn't punch somebody.
Yeah. Oh, sure. But you're under hyper scrutiny, and yet for some reason you still decide to do this stuff when you know that you're likely being recorded. And we're gonna watch her response video where she says like it was all a setup or whatever, and the guy's a Democrat operative, which it does turn out that he is a Democrat. So maybe
to say he's a Democrat operative is. That's fucking cold.
You're going a little bit too far.
No, please stop.
A little bit over it, Right. Oh, man.
To live forever in darkness. No, the lamp's just there. I can turn it on there, but I don't want to. I like sitting in the dark because it's cozy. I don't like bright lights. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm basically part vampire.
Good.
Despite the fact that I am South African and I like the sun.
Is that better or worse? What do you think? I actually like it better because No, I turned my bright light off because it's actually quite. For me, it's a lot nicer because I don't have a bright circle light in my face. I turn on the lower setting. There we go. One sec. Is that better?
It just makes the camera shake.
No, I had to I'm changing the light setting.
I know, but the main thing I just noticed is like this doink, doink, doink.
Doink, doink, doink.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the same way I can also do that with mine. Because it changes colors.
Okay. See, we both have touch thingies.
Yes, isn't it
That
amazing?
doesn't sound right. Anywho. So, yeah, she's being horribly obnoxious and gross in public. And then she has the audacity to say, do you know who I am? I'm sorry, Lauren. This is grotesque. It just is. This is grotesque behavior on every single level. And I just have absolutely have no patience for it. No patience for it whatsoever. Yeah, very true. Bill brings up that this is what Pee Wee Herman lost his entire career over, was him. But, I mean, that was him supposedly jacking off in an adult theater. Which, who cares? But,
if your name is Pee Wee, you may as well do some crazy shit.
Well, because he was a children's entertainer, and they were like, oh. As if that means he's not an actual adult who does adult things.
I have veins in my arms.
She has done the opposite, actually. We're gonna look at that here in a second.
I do, yes, but you can't see on camera.
Oh, you want to see some veins? Bill says my arms always look like a road map. I don't know how much you can see it.
No, they don't.
You can't see how
compared to
bad
mine,
it is?
you have no bloody veins at all.
Oh no, dude! I gotta send you a picture later. It's so bad, actually. Yours are just like poppy. Mine are discolored.
Well, yes, hence why if you look my arm, I have seen. I did send Aiden a picture of my forearm flex. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with your arm? Your arm is disgustingly muscular." Like, yeah. Come on, doing pull-ups.
Did Aiden ever play D&D with Rags? Where can I watch it? I don't know if it's still up, but yes, we did play D&D together. We played Tales from My Wife's Son. I don't know if it's still up. I think our friend Richless is re-uploading it, but yes, we did play D&D together. Well, Pathfinder together for a while.
There you go.
So let's
Vascular
watch.
flash mob.
Oh, okay. Let's scroll down this article and let's listen to Howard Stern's reaction.
Do we have to?
It's insufferable, but let's.
Okay. You can play it if you want.
To me when to start?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Lauren Boebert is a disgrace to this country, not because of the video. You are 100% right. Forget the politics. She's in a titty dress. If you saw the video, she's in a titty dress. She's with some dude. Looks like she's,
can I hear the audio?
Obviously vaping,
there we go.
but also looks like she might be grabbing his penis during.
Where are you at in the timestamp so I can catch up with you?
Like 20 seconds.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? I'm at 21.
And he's playing with her.
Just a sexy play.
It's a very erotic.
Oh, that black woman is so
I
there.
remember the movie. It was nothing sexy about it.
You didn't grab anybody during the movie.
I guess the play is much hotter, but she was wearing a tight titty dress. I've seen porn stars wear more, and
I'm sure you have.
Is playing with her titties during it. They're having a party, and I mean, take away the politics. Jesus Christ, she's fun. I mean, I'd like to be able to play.
Do you want your Congress people to be fun or serious?
No, you're mixing. If you want me to talk about her as a congressperson, first of all, she's a liar. She was denying that she vaped, didn't even know what vaping was. But then when they found the video, oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, what is with that?
I've fallen short of my own standards.
I mean, he's right about that.
Yeah,
she lied
true.
about that stuff. Pause for a
Someone
second.
told me
He is right about that. He's right about that. She lied about she didn't know what vaping was, and then okay. I have questions. Where did this video come from? I assumed it was from the theater company, that they have a
security
footage to see if people are doing weird stuff. But now she's claiming this was all an op that was set up by Democrats to like catch her in the act. And I want to, you know what?
No, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either. And we're gonna watch her response in a minute. But like somebody like responded to me on Twitter earlier about my tepid, and I'm gonna be very clear, tepid support of Russell Brand, which we'll talk about here in a second.
Based Brand.
Well,
I support Russell.
I do think Russell Brand is largely based, but what?
I don't give a flying crap that he shagged a whole bunch of women. Like, he was known for being like
but that's not. But he's been accused of the R word. Okay.
Ah, yes.
So,
lewd misconduct.
No. But including with like a 14-year-old girl, is like one of the
16.
accusations. Is it 16? Okay.
16 is legal.
It's like, which is legal in the UK, so
Yes.
whatever. It's still weird, but it is legal.
No pence, baby.
That being said, someone responded to my very tepid support of Russell Brand on Twitter, in which I said he might be guilty of all the things that he's been accused of, but there's no proof, so I don't know what to think right now until I see it into a court of law. And this guy responds to me like, well, you wouldn't say that if they were a leftist. Like Russell Brand?
He was a leftist for most of his friggin' career.
Yeah, like what do you mean like how I supported Johnny Depp even though he's a leftist? No, I'm only interested in the truth, homie. So that's why right now I'm criticizing and critiquing the behavior of Lauren Boebert because I
He
find
went
it
after Mr.
reprehensible.
Gates.
And I'm sorry.
He's been massively skeptical of the mainstream press. That's
Yeah.
basically his gig
That's
on
it.
Rumbles. I'm like, oh yeah, I wonder why there's certain mainstream outlets that don't like him. Could it be because he's a competition?
Mm-hmm. Oh, very much so. But that's the thing. At least I try to be, and I think, and you are as well. I try to be pretty consistent. When a conservative screws up, I'm as critical of them, if not more critical, than I am of any leftist.
That's what we're doing literally right now.
Right, that's my point. Because I'm critical of Lauren Boebert's behavior, because this is cringe.
And we're one of the few people who actually are.
Yeah.
There's so many other conservatives I've seen have gone like, well, you know, we should really defend it. I'm like, no.
I'm not defending this. I won't defend this. Because I'm sorry, you can't talk about how you're godly,
God-fearing
and
Christian.
then do this stuff in public. And other than, like, outside of I know she's divorced, but still, doing it in public is so gross. Come on.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's really gross to be giving the guy what looks like a handy in public, to being groped in public, and also, come on, vaping.
Hold on a second. Is Lamented God, are you in chat?
Hmm?
If he hears that, he'll tell me.
I think I did see him. I don't know.
Go away, phone. Go on.
Anywho, about Howard Stern. Back to what he says. He talks about her booby dress. Let us not also then at the same time forget that Howard Stern has made his entire career off of pornography, essentially. Off of the most depraved, disgusting things imaginable. And now all of a sudden he has grown this conscience of
no, he's
clutching his pearls.
No, he's only doing it because he
my.
thinks he can earn political points for doing so. Like, let's be real.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Who was, Howard Stern, who this shock jock who did the most insane stuff is now, and then was totally on board with following any and all COVID restrictions and lockdowns. And
he basically went
people.
insane with that.
Yeah, I know.
Like he is a massive germaphobe. Like he apparently stayed inside.
He was afraid to leave his house. Yeah.
Yes, for like the whole COVID period. He's out of his friggin' mind. That man is completely loopy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about PDA? PDA is fine, but PDA is not what was happening in the video that I saw. He was grabbing.
That's not
her
PDA.
tits.
That's PDD. That's public displays of degeneracy.
Yeah, he was grabbing her tits, and it looked like she was grabbing at his crotch area. Looked like she was giving him a
handy.
Looked like she was giving him a handy. Yeah,
that's
what it looks like. I'm just saying, like, I don't know for a fact. Nobody does except for them, but it looked fairly explicit. He was certainly grabbing at her tatas.
Yeah, that's bloody obvious.
Yeah, I'm not purple. Spoon isn't white. I am purple. I'm purple.
Spoon isn't white. What the hell am I then? I'm borderline translucent if I freaking put the right light on.
I'm more translucent than you, homie. Anywho, let's listen to the rest of
what is this? A white off?
Howard Stern's horrible thing. I'm at 1 minute 19 seconds.
I look French. What does that mean? Oh, also, Lamented Guy. When you get a chance, look up Tom Platt's Sissy Squad, and then you'll see it done properly from someone who's actually presumably used them because look at the size of his squads. You were saying, sorry, what?
I'm at 1 minute 19 seconds. Where are you at?
Basically the same.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know if this is true. Someone told me she's already a grandmother. She's like 36,
she is.
but her kid already had like a kid already. And is that true, or am I reading
I
the
don't
wrong?
know anything else about her except, you know, like she loves shows, live shows.
No, you're correct. I think she had
And
to drop out of
gives
high
them,
school because
too.
she was pregnant.
So basically, you know nothing about her. Well done.
Well, anyway, I think she barely won the election. I mean, I don't know what's going on in Colorado.
No, she
what have they
barely
just
win.
got dumb people in Colorado? How do you elect someone like her?
They're all high too. Come on, Colorado is the first state that
I've got to pause
legalized
there.
marriage.
What the hell?
Okay, yeah.
That's the stupidest thing argument. They didn't
Right,
vote for her after she did this, you twat. So how the hell
this is the Democrat NPC brain, right?
This is so
Is it,
stupid.
it's all retroactive. It's like, oh, if they had known this because then retroactively they could have gone back in the past.
Dude,
and wouldn't have voted for it. These
all
people-
she would have done
I'm
is she just
serious,
said,
Spoon.
hey, look, this is what I look like in this dress, and she would have gotten more votes.
For sure. But I'm serious, Spoon. People, they don't have the kind of
Sex
mental
appeal.
cognitive processes that you and I do. They can't
They don't have
understand
any.
concepts of
Howard Stern is
present,
probably high
past,
right
and
now.
future.
Yeah, he probably would be, actually.
Yeah, they don't understand present, past, future.
Yeah.
Everything just exists right now. And you know this, right? You've seen this with low IQ people.
Howard, how the
they
hell would you
only-
know what the fuck is going on? You stayed in your house inside for 2 fucking years, you dumbass.
But Spoon, you've noticed this too, is that low IQ people only understand right now. And they don't understand the past, they don't understand the future. So
They
then
can
they go,
barely
why
understand
would
the
anyone
present."
vote for her knowing this? Because in their low IQ brains, they can't understand that this information is
Window licker.
current and doesn't go back into the past. This is I'm still actually, I've done research on this in the past as well, but I really don't know what this is about. Like why some people can't comprehend time, but they're just it's an NPC
Because
thing.
they can't tell it.
I think it's an IQ thing, and it does appear that there are some people who just can't delineate, like, I know this thing now, therefore I've always known this thing. They can't figure that out because they're always living in the present and they have no idea of past or future. Anywho, let's go back into this clip, shall we?
Yeah, there you go.
Marijuana.
Isn't she the one who's screaming about drag queens all the time? And they're
Oh, why the
moral
drag queen
and-
comparison,
isn't she a
you
big morality
fucking
person?
moron.
I mean,
That was my
she doesn't want
point.
people.
My
She doesn't
point
want you to.
was-
Sorry, Robin.
Go ahead.
No, just she doesn't want you exposing children to sexuality. But what she means is homosexuality. She doesn't mean sexuality.
Right.
She's okay with you seeing heterosexuality, just not gay people. And that's what I take issue with.
Okay, so
Pause for a second.
You jackasses, you're the one who leaked the footage to the freaking press.
Well,
That's
I'm paused
not
at
so that
225.
okay. So it was a dark. Okay, I'm not gonna defend her on this, but it was a dark freaking
I won't
theater,
either.
and the only reason why this shit is even out in public is because you fucking morons exposed it.
Yeah.
This was behind closed
Right.
freaking doors. So
Yeah.
to use to suggest that she is exposing herself, like, no, you fucking jackasses who leaked it to the press is what did that, not her.
However,
That's the
as
stupidest,
I said,
dumbest
as I said
comparison.
earlier, if you're a public figure on the level of Lauren
Monkey-ass
Boebert,
morons.
you should expect to be recorded at all times.
Yeah,
when in
especially if you're a
public.
MAGA one, for God's sake.
Exactly, because they're looking for stuff.
Yes.
So she shouldn't have been doing any of this. This is ridiculous. She shouldn't have been doing any of this in public. Lauren, if you want to do this stuff, you want to get groped while watching a musical,
Do it in your
do it
own.
in your own bedroom. What are you doing? Why do you have to go in public and do this? And then you can vape all you want.
Yeah.
Come on, this is and
In a cloud
you
of
have
smoke.
embarrassed everybody else around you involved with the MAGA movement because of this.
Yeah.
You've embarrassed other people because of your bad decision. It's ridiculous. So I mean, they're being very silly, of course, on the Howard Stern show, but it is true. Like she should have just done this at home. And she's not. But however, they are making a huge leap in terms of saying that her doing this stuff is the same, which is still technically private because she's in her seat at a theater. It's not the same thing as a drag queen story hour in which they literally drag kids to a venue and force them to watch it and force them to watch grown men dressed in women's clothing perform pseudo-sexual acts. Because that's what drag queen story hour, not drag queen story hour inherently, but a lot of these drag burlesque events are that they are taking children to now, which is horrifying.
Yeah.
But
Which is
that's
totally
what
a
it
normal
is.
thing to do if you happen to be a Democrat and a fucking DJ. Oh, basically the same thing.
apparently. Let's continue. I'm at 225. Where are you at?
There you go, yeah.
Too.
Okay, let's
I
go.
don't,
1,
I
2,
don't
3.
do sexual stuff in front of my kids.
And how embarrassing. Like, she's at a play of Beetlejuice and she's the annoying. Like, this is a woman who's a congresswoman. She's the annoying person. There was some pregnant woman behind her, if you watch the video, who's saying, I think she's saying to her, can you please stop vaping? I don't want to breathe that shit in. And I guess, judging from the video, I hope I have the story right, they had to escort her out of a play because she can't act appropriately in a play. I mean,
Well, she can't act appropriately anywhere.
no, I'm just saying. I mean, how did she win an election? How does a woman like that win an election? I mean,
she won an election because the Democrat
Her politics
running
are
against her was
actually good.
abysmal. Yeah, and her politics are good.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, you basically hate this woman because of her policies, but you just want to dunk on her for this fucking public bad PR stunt. That's basically
I'm
it.
dunking on her for this too, though, to be fair.
Yes.
This is abysmal. Lauren,
Yes.
what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, it's not a good look.
I'm serious. Lauren, what are you doing?
What you said to TMZ was not exactly.
Yeah, we'll watch that in a second.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid.
Let's finish this, and then we've got a lot of super chats that I want to get to real quick. Let's
do?
finish this Howard Stern thing, and then we'll watch her finish the Howard Stern thing. Then we'll go to the super chats, and then we will watch her.
Fuck.
Sorry, if I keep like picking at stuff, guys, it's because I have this really nice like.
That's slang
fluffy
for
blanket
diarrhea. Fuck
here,
that.
but it has a bunch of fuzzies on it that keep.
Apparently, people are very horrified that I have a face.
I know
Sorry about
you're just
that.
a utensil who just has a monocle.
Yes.
Where's the monocle, sir? Anywho, let's get back to this. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
you know, there's certain standards of like, don't lie. I mean, once you get caught lying like that, goodbye. But no,
lying like what?
What the hell are you talking about? Do you honestly think lying is going to get you kicked out of freaking any political office? If that was the case, we would never have politics as an institution.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking hell, one lie gets you kicked out of it. Like, fuck out of here, Howard, you dumb retard.
No one resigned.
Not anymore. No, not anymore. You don't have to leave. You just stay there and weather the storm. Whatever.
But I got to admit,
that's all politics.
When I watch that tape, I go, God, she must be so much fun to fuck. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a hot girlfriend, but you know, do we need her in Congress?
Did you notice that when he reached
We
over
need
to
her in
grab
a strip club, and we need her to give lap dances, and we need her to play with guys' dicks through their
Are those
pants.
real, Howard?
Okay, what the fuck, Howard? If you're gonna call her out for degeneracy and say dumb shit like that, that just completely undermines your own fucking point, dude.
Because again.
Also, how old are you?
This is
You're
the
like
problem.
what? You're like what? Fucking 75 years old?
60 something, yeah.
I guarantee you fucking need Viagra to get it up.
Obviously. But also, Howard Stern, look, you and I criticizing Lauren Boebert for this, I think is apropos.
On a higher ground.
Well, because we're both conservatives who have supported Lauren Boebert, can't even say it right anymore.
Yes.
We have supported
Y'all need Jesus,
Lauren Boebert in the past. And so...
Yeah, because she had the right politics.
Right. So, but at the same time, when she does
We
something
don't
I disapprove
criticize
of,
her politics, yeah.
I can disapprove of it publicly. Howard Stern coming at this by saying, oh,
Look like King
so
Alfred.
degenerate, so degenerate. Oh, showing her boobies and giving a handy in public. Oh, disgusting. Howard Stern, the things that have happened on your show are amongst the most degenerate things that have ever been broadcast. So that's where I have an issue with this, is the pure, unbridled
hypocrisy. Yeah.
That's it. But you have to understand with the left is that they don't care about hypocrisy at all. They only care about power. And that's why Howard Stern, who threw baloney on women's butts, who examined women's private parts on his show in extreme detail.
There's more STDs in that studio than there is in Bill Clinton's nutsack.
I mean, a number of porn stars he's had on talk about extreme degeneracy is beyond counting. I mean, I'm sure you could count it, but, you know, it's a lot. And all of a sudden, he's offended by a booby dress. Now, I am kind of offended by it, personally, because I feel like because I think that this speaks very poorly of a supposedly conservative Christian woman. Even
the dress she has on in that fucking Twitter picture is a bit much.
I would agree. I think it's
like a cocktail dress.
She's definitely had a boob job, okay? Like, let's be honest.
Are you sure?
She's had 4 kids.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's a booby job. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You can have a boob job, but and she's in good shape, and that's great. But you know, it is a bit revealing. It's a small dress.
A bit?
I'm talking about the one in the photo. The blue
Yes,
one.
I know.
The other one is crazy.
Yes.
Like, I mean,
That's
she's
bedroom
got
dress.
a push-up bra on, like a crazy push-up bra on. like I have a push-up bra. They're very uncomfortable. But I don't wear them.
Spoon, don't compare pics. Hold on.
I just think I find it disgraceful, Lauren. I really do, and you're going to have, unfortunately, really hurt probably some aspect of the MAGA movement. I don't think it'll be a serious long-term detriment.
No, it'll just be a momentary.
It's a flash in the pan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
Sorry, language is funny.
Still, it gives a bad impression on the MAGA movement when you do this kind of stuff. But ultimately, Howard Stern also embarrassed himself by acting like a moralist, a anti-porn, anti-sexuality guy, because it just goes to show you that so many of these people, their morals are for sale, as long as it suits
all
their
politicians.
Politics. Right. But I'm talking about Howard Stern. Yeah. As long as it suits my politics, then I'm down for it. The second it doesn't, then I'm against it. Including something as simple as wearing a booby dress. Just saying. Let me go read the rest of these super chats and let's move on to Lauren Boebert's response.
Which was horrible.
Mr. Scary the Terry for 5 says, some gawk at Spoon's face. I'm now wondering what the mace actually looks like. Oh no, he's gonna bring the mace up. Bill? Oh, he's not here right now, okay. I think he went next door.
It haunts
Dear T is
her.
king for 5. Huh?
It haunts you.
No, well, I think he went
the
next
maze.
door, but yeah. I'll see when he comes back. I'll see if I can get the mace. Get him to bring the mace up. Dear T is king for 5 says, the Lauren Boebert is the thing I care about the least. Politician doing politician things. She's a boob. But at least she's got a nice pair of cans, right? DRT is king for 5
Spoon,
says...
do you have a push-up bra? No, I don't. My nips
Spoon,
are poking up as it is.
DRT is king for another 5 says, Spoon looks like he's at Shepard's favorite store on the Citadel. You do, though! Is this your favorite store on the Citadel?
Keep reading the super chats before I make fun of you.
What? Is it your favorite store on the Citadel?
I know what you want me to say. I'm not saying it.
Come on. Say it.
No.
Do it. Say it.
No.
Say, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
No.
Spoon, do it.
No.
Dear Taste King gave us $10. Come on. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it.
Patricia says, I look so much like you imagine me. Oh, so much not how I imagined. There we go. So like the heart was over the freaking thing, so I couldn't see half of it. Yeah. No, I'm not. People, you are never gonna get me to say words that I don't want to say, even if you're compelling, because I'm a contrarian.
Tonight, so I can't play the uwu.
Good.
Unfortunately, guys, I can't play the uwus tonight because I can't share my screen tonight because
Discord is being gay.
No uwus tonight.
Just out of curiosity, when did your Discord start acting up? Because mine acted up about a week
earlier today.
Yeah, because last week
crashed earlier today.
Yeah, because remember last week when you came back, we could. I had to get a testing version of Discord because the new one wouldn't work, and I just loaded it up today to see. I imagined there was just something wrong with their service, and when I loaded it up today, it came and installed fine. Hence why it's on the normal one now. But I probably could have stuck with the old one. But I just wanted to see does it work, and I took the older one off. I don't know what fucking updates or anything the newer one has and the older one doesn't. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Discord being Discord.
What is our history with Saints Row? Have you played Saints Row?
Oh, of course.
Saints Row 2 was fucking fun.
Saints Row 2
as
is the
shit.
goat. Come on. I like
got to
Saints Row
fling
3
shit
as
at
well,
people's
but Saints Row
houses.
2 is fantastic. It's
Yes.
such a good game.
Okay, there's only one thing in that game that I hate. Is
Which
that
is?
if the enemy pins you underneath their car, it just drains your life fucking quick as shit, and you basically can't move. Once
Yeah,
you're trapped
true,
into a
true.
car, you're fucked. So if there's any time you're outside and there's cars, if you don't get in a car yourself or you're near a wall, you're basically gonna die. That's a guarantee. That's the only thing I remember that drove me fucking insane about that game is that. Oh yeah, the radio playlist was very much lacking, but the gameplay itself was fucking fun as shit.
Saints Row is fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Saints Row 2 in particular, fantastic.
Yeah.
Saints Row 3 is good as well. I haven't played
4.
4 because it
It's
looks
a lot of cock
terrible.
rumbling.
And Saints Row 1 is meh. I didn't play a lot
Yeah.
of it because it's kind of just a GTA ripoff. But then Saints Row 2 is fantastic. Saints Row 2 is a absolute classic. Excuse me.
I basically played that because Yahtzee recommended it.
Really?
Yes.
It's such a good game, though.
Yes. But when Yahtzee
Acres-
said, this was during Saints Row 2 came out when GTA 4 came out.
Yeah.
And he said, yes.
No way.
Yeah. It's that long ago, yeah.
God, good God.
Yeah, and he said
Saints Row
GTA
1's fire,
4.
Really?
Yeah, it's that fucking long ago. And he said GTA 4 is this gritty realism, and it doesn't really know what it wants to be, considering it's not really been this whole realistic experience. It's been kind of swerving back and forth between goofy. Whereas Saints Row 2 is just unapologetically, we don't give a flying fuck. Our game is just designed to be fun, and fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. I sent you a picture of my character in Saints Row 1 because all my characters in RPGs always look the same. When it's an if they give me a character creator, my character will always look relatively similar.
My one had on like knee-high stripper boots, a miniskirt, and a bazooka.
Oh, because you also played a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just shot the shit out of everything because the missile launch was actually fun in that game.
I always play as
Basically, looked like
a
Tomb Raider if she was wearing a
brown-skinned-
cocktail
I
dress.
always play as a brown skin character with white or light blonde hair. And other than that, that's
Does
my-
it not
my main
worry you
thing.
that every time you play any kind of criminal character, you make them black?
Well, in Saints Row, but I also do that in Harry Potter. I did that in Hogwarts Legacy.
Does your
Most
character
recent
steal
games
a
I
lot?
played- Not in Hogwarts Legacy.
But in other places they do?
Well, in Cyberpunk, yeah. I played a brown character in Cyberpunk. I'm playing now. I'm finishing up Greedfall, and I'm a brown character in that, and I'm a paragon of justice in Greedfall. I'm a brown shepherd in Mass Effect.
I think if you're playing a black
And,
character and you make them vigilant, you're basically appropriating white culture.
My dude, come on. Anywho,
Thank you, I stand by that joke, it's funny.
Atras Uranus for 5 says, I was expecting a spoon, and instead I see a guy with a beard. The Matrix was right. There is no spoon.
I'm still going to keep the avatar for the videos, by the way.
I know. Our Phillips became a member. Thank you, man. Lance for 2 says, don't care anymore. I endorse my side regardless. Yeah,
that's pretty much it,
understandable.
Would I motorboat the Boobert? No, because I don't want to fucking motorboat plastic.
Casino Tolerator for 5 says, Spoon, I don't doubt Russell Brand's stuff is Me Too BS, but I don't care. Watch his decade-old smear piece on Mark Collette to end your sympathies. I don't even know if you know who Mark Collette is, Spoon.
No, and I don't care.
Well, look, I know where you're coming from, Casino Tolerator, because I do know who Mark Collette is. I've spoken to him. He's a very intelligent and very well-spoken man, but Mark Collette has wrong-think opinions, Spoon. Really, like, pro-white opinions, and that makes him a very bad, naughty person to the mainstream.
So basically, he'd be an ally of mine.
I'm not all surprised that Russell Brand has talked trash about Mark Collette, but
Yeah.
we'll get into that when we get into the Russell Brand.
Yes, people, I'm on camera. It is very horrifying, apparently. Ooh.
Lansford10 says, I don't care if she was T-posing while spinning and shooting cow juice out of her fun bags. I stand behind anyone the left attacks on principle because they do the same for their own. Lance,
I don't think they do.
I understand where you're coming from. But I don't know if I can agree with that sentiment. Because
look how much they're simming for a fucking Hunter Biden.
Well, we need to talk about this, actually, Spoon. What do you think? The left will stick by their own, no matter what. To no end.
That's true.
Well, we don't, because we hold our we hold our own to higher standards.
Yeah, we had this discussion earlier. One thing I don't like about the right is that they exercise morality when they don't have power. Mm-hmm. And there is no point thinning the ranks if your ranks are scattered. The first thing to do is just get them in line behind one person and say, shut the fuck up and obey. You need like a military hierarchy. Mm-hmm. That's one thing the left does to the left, because they're incredibly obedient and drone-like, and because they don't think, that's the fucking problem, is if you just say, do what this person says, they'll go, okay, and just follow like fucking lemmings.
Right.
Whereas the right is more like, fuck you, I have individual agency, and then, yeah. Mobile said it like that. He said, the whole point of voting is, it's like you have an arrow, and voting is like stabbing. No, you need to shoot the arrow if you're going to have power. You need to amass all of that power behind a single person, and then that's the spearhead to go and crush everything. Because when it's just like, oh, look, I'm only going to back in and out of my vote whenever the person doesn't have any power. I'm like, okay, no, that doesn't work. You should have all of the power and just give it to this one person, so they have confidence that they can use your power to basically go and wreck shit. Which is essentially what you want Trump to do if he were to go full Caesar. I don't think he would do that, but I imagine he's going to do something that has made them scared enough that they will try and remove him from the ballots.
Well, obviously, they're trying to keep him out.
Yes.
However, at the same time, I do think that we have to gatekeep our own, right?
Yes.
And that is actually, I know that it seems
I'd like
it
to
makes us
gatekeep
weaker.
by terrifying people.
I know that it makes us seem weaker, but at the end of the day, I think it actually makes us stronger.
No, it makes you more disciplined.
By saying, yes, by saying, no, we're not going to tolerate this shit. Now, if you want to
this is a zone of racist sexism, and you are not welcome here unless you can both be racist and sexist. Fuck off.
If you're a Christian, you have to act Christ-like. It's a whole kind of idea. Like, what she was doing was disgusting. Yeah. You want to do that at home, that's fine, but you did it in public. Don't yawn. Don't yawn. It's socially contagious, you ding-dong. I'm gonna yawn. Anyway, I agree with you, Lance.
I forgot I can totally do that now.
But at the same time, I also, I think that we have to criticize our own, because if we don't, then we're no better than them.
Gatekeep with a pike. Yeah.
And we need to gatekeep. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like the left at all. I just don't. I don't care if it hurts us to some degree. No, because I'm principled and I don't give a damn.
Chris Reagan and some black guy called Hunter Biden a Chad. Oh god, that's fucking cringe. Why? Why is he a Chad?
Yeah, what do you do that's Chad like? Oh, I can tell you. Actually, you know what it is?
If it's because he exploited power of his father.
He's suing the IRS. By the way, goodbye, Hunter Biden. Goodbye. You're soon to be a dead man. Suing the IRS? I don't care whose son you are. You're a dead man, dude.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of base. That's pretty.
What are you thinking? Suing the IRS? Oh my god! Like,
what are you thinking? That is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, like. If it's like things Hunter can do to potentially redeem himself, if you said to me, who had sued the IRS, I would have gone, no one.
Yeah, I have it on my thing here tonight. We're going to talk about it because he's going to sue them for defaming him, essentially, which is not going to win. Like, good luck. Good luck, ding dong. Good luck.
You can sue the IRS for defamation.
Well, I'll bring it up the article later because I don't have it in front of me, but yeah. Yeah, it is, Yeah, good luck.
I don't even know
Cotton.
how the fuck you would go about doing that. How can you sue the IRS for defamation?
Look, the IRS is unconstitutional. I don't believe the IRS should exist. I think that taxes are unconstitutional as well. But Hunter Biden's
bold
only,
strategy. Agreed.
Yeah, bold strategy. Hunter Biden's not doing this because he's no regular person could do this. This is because he's Hunter Biden. That's why.
Yes.
I wish everyone could sue the IRS because taxation.
I'm gonna sue part of government that my
unconstitutional.
father is apparently in charge
So
of.
every single person should sue the IRS, but that's not why he's doing it. He's doing it because he can do whatever the hell he wants because he's Joe Biden's son.
It's almost like there's a lot of
it's a disgusting
Americans who
oligarchy.
have these very strong weapons that shoot pieces of metal that can kill you.
Oh man.
Yeah. If only you could get like several thousands of them to show up somewhere and threaten. I don't know.
No, Spoon, because I was told that if I tried to resist the U.S. government, a bunch of F-35s would show up outside of my house and bomb me. If only the United States government could keep
They
track
can't
of their
even
F-35s.
Apparently they land in Cuba sometimes.
Ooh, woo, let's go. Redneck Ram for $20 says, "Whoa, stop. Is that Spoon Daddy on cam today? Can I get something strong and possibly illicit from my favorite woo utensil? I bet I could use your metal body to cook up something that might crack," says Redneck Ram. Spoon. Spoon? Would you like to give us an woo?
I feel like I'm being hit on right now.
I think you were.
Yeah. I don't know how to
Would
feel
you like to
about
give us
that.
an woo?
No.
A little bit? Just
No. No.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Soul in the Lich for 20 ARS says, "It's the Biden royal crime family, so he might win." I know, right? He might. And Vinny the D for two says, "I bet she regrets the divorce now, like all women." Boebert, probably. Speaking of, let's watch her stupid response. I'm gonna send it to here. So unfortunately I have to send everything through Spoon tonight because things are not working correctly on Discord. But just tell me when you've got it up and we can start playing it at the same time.
What is it now?
Unfortunately, we would have had to have done this together anyway because it's on Twitter.
Oh,
So
okay.
let me know when you got it up.
The TMZ thing.
It's her response to TMZ.
I know people say TMZ, but I say TMZ just to piss people off. And apparently I had a lot of people in my comment section annoyed by the fact that I said that.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know why. Apparently grammar upsets people,
Americans
not
don't
my
like
fucking political
TMZ.
takes. That's because they suck at speaking English.
Not even gonna respond.
Yeah, of course.
Ready?
Because you don't have the English vocabulary to respond properly.
You insipid troglodyte. Of course I have the vocabulary to respond.
Silence, Bellin.
Shall we? All right,
Yeah, okay,
3, 2, 1, start.
It's, been a rough week, or has it been?
It's always hard.
Dick
whenever,
makes weeks rougher.
There's gravity put on
Less
the voters.
rougher,
We're here to provide levity and lift burdens off of people. So anytime that they're carrying mine, it's something that kind of feel deep inside. But ultimately, all future date nights have been canceled, and I learned to check party affiliations before you go on a date. But all in all, it was
Hey, pause real quick.
a lovely time.
Yeah.
I learned to check party affiliations before I go on a date. She's heavily implying this is a Project Veritas style sting.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense to me.
It isn't. I see no evidence that it is.
Yes. I think
So-
that's like a really cringe, desperate cope.
Yeah. I don't buy it, Lauren. I don't get it. I don't buy it. I don't think this is a project. I don't think you were set up. Because even if you were set up, let's put it this way. Let's say it was a Democrat op, a left-leaning Project Veritas style sting. He didn't force you to grab his pee-pee.
Are you trying to say she
Did
was basically part of a honeypot?
Well, he didn't force you to vape in the theater.
Yeah.
He didn't force you to be loud and obnoxious in the theater.
Or
he didn't
insult the
force you to
pregnant
say
woman.
things like, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
That's on you. So, sorry. This isn't like a Project Veritas sting. Everything that happened in here,
is your own fault.
you chose to do.
Yeah.
So stupid. Anyway, let's continue. All right. I'm at 32 seconds.
And,
Yeah?
you know, I've taken responsibility for my actions.
No, you didn't.
Would love to know how the musical ended.
Stop
and
trying to
encourage people to go and
fucking
see
grab
it,
a guy's dick then.
Yeah,
Pay
it
attention
was
to
a
the
great
theater.
time back in the district seeing voters and...
So how are the voters taking it? How are the voters taking it right now? Are they understanding?
They're all thinking,
yeah,
goddamn,
there's
he
a
had
lot
a
of
great
folks
chest.
who are certainly understanding, and they understand that it was a part of my personal life, my private time, something that I rarely indulge in, and yeah.
I don't understand how it's a personal and private thing when you're out in public. That doesn't make fucking sense.
It's not. It's not a personal. Again,
No.
like I said, you want to watch Beetlejuice and touch someone's pee-pee and vape? Do it in your home.
That
What
was
are
a
you
really
doing?
stupid thing to say.
I
Because
know,
that doesn't make any sense.
Terrible response.
Yes.
Absolutely abysmal.
You see what I mean? If you scroll down there, you'll see what I mean.
Huh? On
In
this?
the Twitter one.
Yeah.
What's your top one?
My top one is... Professor Nez says, leave her alone for Christ's sakes.
Oh, okay.
Who do you have?
I have one that looks like almost like an OnlyFans profile. Oh, someone that mysteriously looks like her. Although I don't believe it is.
What
I'm
I'd
not
say,
saying it is.
What I say the majority of the things are, in responses, is people saying that they want to hook up with her and she's so hot. And it's like, I get she's hot, but come on, guys. And I mean this. Men, get a grip. When a woman is acting like a trollop, I don't care how hot she is.
Smack
you
her
should call
upside
her
her
out
head.
for it. You need to call her out for it. And when a woman is being dumb, it doesn't matter if she's saying things that you like. Honestly, if she's also
I need a video of the Hodge
terrible
twins of
shit,
him just like smacking the bitch.
bad behavior should be called out. If I do bad shit, call me out for it. I certainly have in the past, so call me out when I do bad shit. I haven't done anything that I think is bad.
I usually tell you to shut up.
Yeah. What's up, Bill? You're posing there for dramatic effect? Don't you... How dare you? Bill did this. He got me.
Oh. Does that mean he's gonna hit you?
No, he just...
That says white power.
No. Oh, I know that. Yeah, who said that again?
Was it a Milo?
It's white power. No, but if you do it like that, if it's upside down, I can't do it. But you know what I mean? It's supposed to be like a secret. Oh, got it. Oh, Bill, the mace. People want to see the mace. He's gonna go grab the mace. I know you're not gonna appear on camera.
And potentially bludgeon you on camera.
He's not gonna bludgeon me because he doesn't want to appear on camera. He's gonna give me the mace.
Yeah.
I assume.
Can you actually hold it without breaking your arm?
Because this is my Bill actually gave this to me as the lifting mace, so I could lift. Ooh. To here it is.
Yeah, that will do some damage. It looks very familiar.
So? It is. It's pretty hefty.
Well, yeah, it's solid metal.
It's hefty to me.
I'm guessing to Bill it's like as light as a pin.
Probably.
And to Aiden it's like, oh my god, this is like half of my whole weight.
Where are we?
Probably like 5 or 6 kilos.
It's pretty heavy. Let's talk about the canceling of Russell Brand.
Ah, yes.
Would you say, Bay? Oh, Bill's got his heavy mace.
He's got a heavier mace?
Oh, he's got a whole bunkle. Hang on.
Aiden, if you ever go missing, there might be a reason why.
Alright, so, Russell Brand allegations. What is the star accused of?
Having fun.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's basically it.
But, we'll see.
He looks like Johnny Depp there.
How poetic, I suppose.
Yes. Except it's not one blonde bitch, it's many and many blonde bitches.
Comedian and actor denies serious allegations about his behavior over a period of 7 years.
Oh,
Russell
yeah.
Brand is facing accusations of RSA and emotional abuse over a 7-year period. The actor and comedian is also said to have behaved inappropriately at work during the height of his fame, including by undressing, making sexual remarks, and acting aggressively. Brand denies the
Otherwise
allegations.
known as being himself.
Brand denies the allegations revealed in a joint investigation by the Sunday Times, the Times, and Channel 4's dispatches, and says his relationships have always been consensual. Here, BBC News sets out what the star is accused of and how he has responded. Warning, this article contains some graphic details about the alleged act. Well, I would like details, because I haven't been able to hear anything specific about it yet. RSA and emotional abuse. 4 women are alleging SA between 2006 and 2013.
What do you notice about the first 3 of those ones? Those 3 paragraphs.
It's not actually R, but let's go through it.
One woman alleges. A second one alleges. A third woman sexually assault that
alleged
she worked with.
because none of this has gone to court.
Claims.
But
alleged.
all of this has already been tried in the court of public opinion. Would you read some of these for me? Read what these accusations are.
Something I would like to know is how in the hell do you do this? You don't go to the police, but you go to reporters 10 fucking years later.
20 in some cases. Nearly 20 years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the height of his
20 years later.
cock-slinging zenith, that was my phrase because I thought that was pretty funny. And then
read the allegations.
13 years later, oh yes, he's this is totally going to be found guilty now. Fuck off.
So, interestingly, just as it coincides with him making a career on criticizing Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
Totally
not suspicious at all. Let's see. One woman alleges that... hold on, let me just put it here. Let's see. One woman alleges that Brand raped her without a condom against the wall. I don't know why, but that to me just sounds so weird. Without a condom,
This woman, I believe, in further reports, has now just said that the issue was that she said she wanted him to use a condom and he didn't use a condom, and that's the whole issue. I do think that is an issue.
Okay,
but
is it weird.
Rape? But is it rape?
No.
That's the question. If you say yes, I want to have sex, it's a violation. I might call it sexual assault, by the way. If you say, but again, it's really teetering, right? If you say use a condom, and he's like, okay, I'm going to use a condom, and then it's called stealthing, right? And then he takes it off mid-act, so that you think there's a condom on, but there's not. That is a form of violation. I absolutely agree that that's a form of violation. But is it rape? Because rape is a very specific thing. I think it's a type of sexual violation to have lied about using contraceptives, but I don't think it's rape. Rape's a very specific thing. Continue, please. I'm losing my voice. Ugh, I'm so sick.
She says Brand tried to stop her leaving until she told him she was going to the bathroom. She was treated at a rape crisis center on the same day, which at the Times says it has confirmed via medical records, allegedly, because I can also use that word. A second woman in the UK alleges that Brand, I like the way that we don't know who the fuck any of these people are, that Brand assaulted her when he was in his early 30s and she was 16 at school. I don't believe that for a second. That one specifically, I don't believe, because I can guarantee a 16-year-old boasted about the fact that she shagged Russell Brand. Fuck off.
I don't know.
I 100% believe that. Do you know how we know this? It's because, okay, so here is something, if you watch that, the YouTube video that I sent you earlier. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the BBC's own freaking staff picked up that girl.
Yeah, I was gonna pull that up in a minute, actually, yeah.
So let me get this straight, he is now suing the BBC. Not BBC, the BBC is, investigating.
The BBC who protected these, is now investigating Russell Brand, and it turns out that
the BBC is suing other parts of the BBC.
It's suing other parts of the.
Yes,
yeah,
it's.
We'll get in. I've got the article. We'll get into that.
Kind of weird.
It's confusing. Yeah. Yeah, it's confusing. Continue, please.
Sorry, very strange. Let's see. 16 in school, she allegedly referred to her as the child during an emotionally abusive and controlling relationship. Looking back, she says he engaged in the behaviors of a groomer. You still shagged him. Get the fuck out of here. A third woman claims that
she's 16, dude. I know it's legal in the UK, but I'm sorry, it's freaking weird.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Yeah, I always feel kind of sketch when you have to say it, but it's legal.
Again,
yeah,
it's legal does not make it not really weird. Okay.
Fuck off with him. See, this is why I don't want to show my face, because the chat gets fucking weird. Let's see. A third woman claims that Brand sexually assaulted her while she worked with him in Los Angeles. She alleges she repeatedly told Brand to get off her. I think he was getting off. Just not in that way. When he eventually... fuck, I'm making fun of this. Relented, he flipped and was super angry. Says he threatened to take legal action if she told anyone else about her allegation. I wonder why she comes out now.
It's interesting how this is all coordinated, though, right?
Yeah. While also claiming it's not.
But because obviously, like, Russell Brand spent the last 2 years speaking out against the media very directly.
Yeah.
The media and Big Pharma. I would imagine that for the last
pipelines,
like,
medications, certain Mr. Gates.
They have been collecting women to make these accusations, and they drop them all at the same time.
What do you want to bet these women were paid?
What do I want to bet? I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't bet money on the point. I think obviously they were paid.
That was at one Viva Fry, one of his videos. He went through the article, and it was there was a one sentence that just said something along the lines of the women were now ready to talk to reporters, not police. No, reporters. Like if there was one sentence that just made me go, "That's sketch as fuck," it's gonna be that one. Because what the hell are you talking about? Freaking all this freaking time, 10 freaking years later, you have no fucking names. You can't go to the police, but you go to reporters. Get the fuck out of here. That alone makes me go like, I'm gonna call bollocks, because I sense bollocks.
Yep.
And see, how has Brand responded? Yeah. On Friday, the day before the investigation was published online, Brand shared a video on social media where he denied the allegations. Yes, and I imagine many people will agree with him. Because we've seen this show before. Several fucking
how many times over?
Yes. That's what I said in my video.
Am I sensing some Johnny Depp?
Yeah. Or Trump, or Kavanaugh.
Or Kavanaugh,
Or any fucking male that is kind of based. That says some shit. I imagine Sargon. I'm actually surprised Sargon never got it.
True.
Yeah. But he said what was the thing he said, like, there isn't enough beer in the world? Which is still funny as shit. Let's see, and then he denied serious criminal allegations. He said they were made against him, and said his relationships were absolutely always consensual. Yeah, I happen to agree. You know the text message? I find it really weird, because as Barnes said, she says, I am disappointed in myself.
Oh, yeah.
How are you disappointed, but you still talk to the guy who apparently assaulted you? That strikes me as kind of weird. They kept having a
conversation. Yes, if you read the text, all we have are like text messages that are clearly cut up. They may have just been cut up because they were screenshotted at different times or something, but they clearly are edited in some format where he says, "Sorry, I'll make it up to you."
Yeah, something like that.
It's not clear, though, what happened. I mean, he could have been saying, "Sorry, I'll make it up to you because I couldn't perform," for example. That would be something that you could say after a hookup, right? So it's kind of ridiculous that there's assuming what this is all about. Now, I do want to say, let's go down and scroll down in this article and then go down to the other allegation. It says other allegations include. If you could hit that for me, sir.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm reading something here. It's actually on
already
screen.
My voice is killing me.
Rumble.
Gee, it's so fun to have a cold for.
Rumble got a letter from the UK Parliament.
Really?
Yes, it's on screen right now. It says, while Rumble absolutely deplores sexual assault, rape, and all serious crimes, it believes that both alleged victims and accused are entitled to full and serious investigations.
Both? There's like 5 here.
Yes, exactly. It is vital to note that recent allegations against Russell Brand have nothing to do with content on Rumble's platform. True. That's a good point. Very well played, Rumble, because we all fucking know that. Just yesterday, YouTube announced that based solely on these media accusations, it was barring Mr. Brand from monetizing his video content. Rumble stands for very different values. Well done. We have devoted ourselves to a vital cause of defending a free internet, meaning an internet where no one arbitrarily dictates which ideas can or cannot be heard, or which citizens may or may not be entitled to a platform. We regard it as deeply inappropriate and dangerous that the UK Parliament would attempt to control who is allowed to speak on our platform or to earn a living doing so, singling out an individual and demanding his ban, or even more disturbing, given the absence of any connecting between the allegations and his content on Rumble. Well fucking put. We don't agree with the behavior of many Rumble creators, but we refuse to penalize them for the actions that have nothing to do with our platform. Although it may be politically and socially easier for Rumble to join the cancel culture mob, doing so would be a violation of our company's values and mission. We emphatically reject the UK Parliament's demands. Fucking based, Rumble.
Based as hell.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Good. Go for Rumble. Let's go.
Because actually is a letter from the UK Parliament.
Good for them.
Okay,
yeah,
so
fuck them.
Let me see what the Parliament says. I'm running concerning serious allegations regarding Russell Brand in context of his being a content provider on Rumble with more than 1.4 million followers. The fact that you have to tell me how many followers is that just tells me that's the fucking reason you're going after him.
That's the thing. Like,
it's
okay,
so fucking obvious. It's so obvious.
Nearly 20 years. Why did none of you go to the cops?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a dirty, dirty smear motion.
Serious, were you?
Yes.
This is... And I have... Okay. So this was the bit of the contention that I'm going to bring up here with Russell Brand. But hang on, before I do that, would you read the other allegations? You scroll down this article to where other allegations include. We'll read them, and then I'll give my 2 cents on the whole debacle.
Well, yeah. Other claims that it's made part of the investigations relate to Brand's allegedly controlling abusive predatory behavior and inappropriate behavior in the workplace. The fact that you start off every fucking thing with allegations does not at all bestow upon you a sense of credibility. If anything, it weakens your fucking case, because you don't seem to have any actual fucking evidence for any of this shit.
Exactly.
And most importantly, this shit was being pushed by Channel 4, which, in case you haven't noticed, he was fucking featured on Channel 4 during these years.
Crazy, right?
He was part of your fucking network, you shitheads, and now you're gonna say, oh, look, how dare you like this person that you only fucking know because he was on our shows.
The rules. Because he started to say no thing. He started to have ideas you're not supposed to have. That's all it is.
Fucking twats.
And you know that that's what this is.
Of course, everybody knows this.
For all of the years that he was a leftist, just going by and shilling all the leftist narratives, saying terrible things about conservatives and people on the right, that was fine. But the second...
Oi, mate, have you got a license for that video?
Yeah, that's what this is about.
Yeah, it totally is. Let's see. During the years covered by allegations, Brand had various high-profile jobs.
There's an itemized list. It says other allegations included. It's like itemized in this.
Oh, part of a phone conversation broadcast on his radio program, Brand offered to bring a female employee to Jimmy Savile and agreed at Savile's request that she be naked. Okay. If you're gonna throw Jimmy Savile under the bus, he's gonna throw
throwing Jimmy Savile in here, obviously.
Yes, but that's a bit rich coming from fucking them because they knew about him for fucking years and didn't do shit.
It is very ironic that the BBC would throw that in, pretending as if they are not at all responsible for the fact that Jimmy Savile got away with being an active
pedophile for like fucking
for
decades. Yeah.
And they knew about it,
yes.
And they covered it up. And now it's like, oh, but Russell Brand invited Jimmy Savile, allegedly. Why did you allow Jimmy Savile to host children's programming for decades when you knew he was a pedophile?
Yeah. Is the Brand's personal
British
assistant...
Broadcasting Company?
Yeah. Bashing Brexit Corporation.
Excuse me.
Is the Brand's personal assistant claims that she saw him showing friends intimate photos of women. I forget, fucking every guy does that nowadays. 2 former crew members, except for me, because... well, frankly, the reason I don't do that is because I think it's actually offensive against capitalism. That's the reason.
What is?
If you get, like, lewd photos from women and you share them.
It's just a kind of violation of trust.
Oh, for me,
it capitalistically, because she's given you something of value, right?
Yes.
Why would you degrade something that you have that has value?
Yes. Why the hell should you share in the fruits of my labor? You have no game. Fuck off, get your own.
Right. You earned
Sharing
that.
it is really socialistic. Like, fuck off.
Right. You earned the lewd.
Yes.
By flirting with a woman. I mean, I'm not talking about OnlyFans, but you flirted with some woman on the internet and she's sent you some lewds. Then there you go. That's your.
Yes.
That's
my property.
As a man.
Fuck off.
But speaking from a very evolutionary psychology perspective, right? That's your
property.
You're not just property, but something that you've earned from your hunt.
Yes.
Right? Why would you want to share that with other males? When it's your conquest.
Yes,
makes no sense.
Yes, I've never understood why guys do that.
I don't know, but
it just seems kind of fucking weird.
I can see maybe like if you hate her, you know what I mean? Like she's a horrible bitch to you or something, and then it's revenge porn, obviously.
Yeah, but even then I wouldn't do. That's just kind of below me.
Yeah, it's pathetic, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why the hell would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I need to be better than that. Just because she's an asshole doesn't mean I need to stoop to her level.
True.
Yeah. It's almost like men should be, I don't know, higher than women.
Better than women?
Yeah. More upstanding.
Don't disagree.
There we go. Let's see. Female comedian claims that Brand chased her backstage and bit her face when they giggled together, continuing after she made it clear that she felt uncomfortable. Why the hell were you giggling then?
Because they were fucking around. You know, I wasn't going to necessarily play this, but what I want to show to you, and by this I mean the audience, Russell Brand is known as an absolute degenerate. Like, the idea
he was
that
known for this for fucking years.
Forever.
Yeah.
And look, this is on YouTube.
There was a woman who defended his.
I should be able to play this.
Yeah, there was a woman who defended his behavior, who said that like yes, he was definitely some shady, but women openly threw themselves at him, and he had a fucking reputation.
Everyone knew
him. No, I'm not playing that.
Play it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Please, because
because I know what's in that fucking clip, and like no.
Please.
No.
Do it. It's fine. It's on YouTube, so we're fine.
No.
Why not?
Because I know what's in it. Because I know the clip. And no.
Alright, stop when it gets up to the point where we have to stop, right?
No, because I don't know that well.
I do.
Of course you do. You're from...
Because I first saw this when I was 16 years old. It's on YouTube.
And then it all went downhill for Aiden from...
It's so potato quality, you'll be fine. We'll be fine. I guarantee it. It's so potato quality.
No, I'm not playing it.
Play it.
No.
Please. It's been up here for 8 years.
I don't care. No.
Play Mr. Natterjack's back.
No.
Why can't I share my screen? Alright, everybody. Here's what you need to see then. Go watch this video. This was my first exposure to Russell Brand when I was 16 years old. You can see his full-on twig and berries in this video, if you feel so inclined. He's always been a degenerate. So this is my first exposure, quite literally, to Russell Brand when I was 16 years old. Also, people are requesting you play it.
No. It's because it features these meat and two veg. Yeah, and no.
All right, we won't play
I like Russell Brand, but I'm not going to defend his genitals being on my fucking channel.
Okay. So I'll just link it. I'll pin it. If you want to see Mr. Natterjack's back and see Russell. Now I know it was uploaded like 8 years ago, but it's older than that. If you want to see Russell Brand's full-on twig and berries, it's in that video, and I first saw that 16 years ago. Because Russell Brand has been a massive degenerate for a very long time.
Yeah.
So, no one was surprised by him being a degenerate, but it's the response to, I guess, all these women coming out and just saying like, oh no, he R-worded me, that I take issue with. It just...
I like the chat's playing it now. And they're like, I wish I hadn't played that. Like, yeah. Apparently you
obviously-
eagerly watched that.
Alright.
The fact that you did not deny that is worrying.
What did I not deny?
That you watched that eagerly.
I didn't watch it eagerly. My friend showed it to me.
Okay, yeah, Jake, the Trump Rule 34 thing, that's not that bad.
No, the Trump Rule 34. But it was funny when you fell for that.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I'm like, that's it? Like, I've
let's
seen way worse than this.
Let's watch this video I just showed you, by the way. Or that you sent to me.
Someone's
earlier
calling
also.
you a Flappy Bird.
A Flappy Bird?
I like calling Aiden a bird because she doesn't react well.
Everyone calls me a bird.
By the way, that face does not help.
I don't understand what is it about me that's bird-like? I don't
You
get it.
squawk with the one leg like the flamingo.
What? I do stand on one leg like a flamingo. I find it more comfortable to stand that way. I don't have hollow bones.
You have hollow bones?
I don't have hollow bones.
Oh.
Bill is lying. Bill is sharing fake news. Bill is sharing fake news. So shall we watch this short video? Yeah.
Bird. Bird is the
I'm not a
word.
bird. I'm not a bird.
Yeah, you are.
Stop calling me a bird.
Aiden's a bird person.
I'm not a bird.
Yes, she is. Aiden is a bird person. Squawking. Whereas I am mongoose.
Well, I didn't tell you. Did I say this last week too? Is it like we have new chickens? And then I was like sitting here one day and I was working. I was like tippity tip 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 tip, doing my work on my computer to make my new video. Which, by the way, is finished, guys. I just had to put the final touches on it. And the chicken was like bark, 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 outside, and I started going like bark, 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 and like talking back to the chicken. And then Bill came in and he noticed it happening, and well, I had no excuse, really. I was just talking back to the chicken. Doesn't make me a bird. Come on. Just be reasonable here, folks. Let's watch this video, shall we? Yeah, what are you looking at, sir? Huh? What? I'm sorry. Have you never spoken to a chicken before in your backyard?
No, because I'm too busy eating them.
Well, they produce eggs. And we
Which
eat
are
the
delicious.
egg. Yeah, and we eat the egg.
I also eat the chicken.
But right now we're using the chicken is producing eggs, so we're eating the eggs.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who cares? They're both delicious.
That is true. I do love both chicken and eggs.
Mm.
Shall we watch this video?
What are we watching?
Do you want to put this in? It's only 3 minutes long. It's just this BBC under investigation of a Russell Brand that you sent me.
Hold on a sec.
It's only 3 minutes long.
Hold on, I'm gonna watch together.
Do you want to put this in and watch together? It's really short.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm used it for something anyway. Oh, feck off.
Because the big Trump thing I can't put into a watch together. I don't think so.
Feck off.
Avian pelican, no lamented guide. I still don't know what about me.
The whole investigation.
Fuck, it's loud as balls. Fake put it like that.
Egg. Oh, while you're doing that, let's see.
Doing what?
I'll read some super chats while you're looking for that.
It's totally not good that I have this link on the screen because people can copy it and fucking join the room.
Don't. Oh my god.
Don't do that.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Just make a new link then. Okay. Dear T is King for 5 says, this is really thinking with a small head, Bob's and Vagine thinking. Glory to the Hindi people and India. Thank you, dear T. Rick for 5 says, you guys made me want to see Stefan Desberg write a bande dessinée issue where Larry Max beats up Hunter Biden. I don't know enough about most of those words, to be honest, friend. I know what bande dessinée is, sort of, but I don't know enough about any of that to make sense to me. I'm sorry, but thank you for the super chat. Casino Tolerator for 10 says, genuinely showing Spoon the Russell Brand doc would be primo content. Search Russell Brand Nazi boy. He hung out with very naive Mark for a week and then tried to get his GF to dump him and disavow him. I've heard all kinds of stuff about that, Casino Tolerator. I just don't I've not seen anything about what you just described there, to be honest. Platonic Guardian for 2 says...
It's kind of weird to me that people... When Russell Brand is getting this shit thrown at him right now when he's objectively good, and the thing is this is the shit he used to do back when he was being an asshole. It's like, you do realize you're basically doing the same thing as the people who are throwing allegations at him now.
Exactly.
Which is not a good look for you if you think the guy does actually objectively good work.
Yeah, true.
So just bear that in mind.
Platonic Guardian for 2 says, Aiden and Spoon are doxing themselves. Well, I'm hyper-doxed, so that's fine. I've been on camera many times. This is
People
Spoon's
do not
first time
know
being on
where I
camera.
live or what I look like. Well, they do now.
I know what you look like now, but you're like half in shadow, so you're fine.
Kind of like my character.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Casino Tolerator for 5 says, P.S. Aiden, I know I'm a new donator, but I've known of and watched you since the Warski Live and Morning Kumite days. Lol. Hey man, nice to see you around then. That's
I do watch
him
him on
time
Rumble.
ago. Huh?
That's what I said. Do you watch the Rumble's videos? Yeah, I watch him on Rumble.
Don't yawn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's
How do I not?
Contagious, because it's socially contagious. Don't do it. Thank you, Casino Tolerator. Let's see. Atras.
Oh, that's a feeling.
Atras Uranus for 5 says, a reminder, if Sir Isaac Newton was found to be Jack the Ripper, it would not diminish the laws of gravity. Yes, very true, very true.
That's a super chat for you there.
DRT is King for 5 says, link it in the Discord chat later, Aiden. Spoon will watch it later for research. Apparently, a lot of people have seen it. And Horwitz, Feinberg and Horwitz for $50. Thank you guys so much. Says, well, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, Horwitz, Feinberg and Horwitz. And thank you so much for being a long-term supporter of this channel. I get to see Aiden and Spoon, Avatar, and IRL. How did you convince him to do it, Burb? Actually, Spoon suggested it.
Yeah.
So.
He didn't do shit. I just went, I look handsome as hell today.
Yeah, he was just feeling particularly
pretty
egotistical.
I am pretty boy, yes, which I definitely do not do every other day.
And Minnesota Fats for 5
Never
says,
at all. Totally.
And Minnesota Fats for 5 says it's pronounced Bondesine. Bondesine. Oh, I'm sorry, boss. Bondesine. I'm terrible at pronouncing things, but thank you. Unless it's Nihongo de ni, then これは簡単だよね. Also, Spoon from this angle looks like a leaner Michael Bain with a longer neck and bald. Love ya, buddy. かっこいいでしょうかね? That's it. Let's watch this video.
It's the link for you.
Whoops. I had to bring it up. Okay.
You can play it now.
Nope. Alright, let's watch this guy. You got it up?
Yes.
Okay.
To Russell Brand is massively backfiring on both Channel 4 and the BBC. Woo! Here's why.
Let's go.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Once again, when a famous celebrity or some sort of senior figure who is in trouble over certain allegations, the people who were facilitating the activities are surprised that the whole thing is backfiring on them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I did mention on the night when the reports came out about Russell Brand, and then you had the Channel 4 documentary report thing that came out. I did do a video reaction, and I did show you guys statements from both the BBC and Channel 4, and I did say this is clearly the BBC and Channel 4 trying to be on top of it, proactive to save their own backsides, right? And I had a feeling that this whole thing could come back and bite them in the backside. And it is. So the latest update we now have is that the BBC is going to be investigated by the BBC. Anyway, BBC is going to investigate itself to see whether
and find no wrongdoing,
Russell Brand
I'm sure.
used the corporation's taxis to collect a 16-year-old girl. So because that's one of the things that apparently happened, and I think Russell Brand is also going to be behind a lot of exposures, because he's basically saying if I'm going
pause, but hang on again, as we've covered in the UK, the age of consent is 16. Is it weird? Is it gross? Yes.
Yes.
But it's
legal.
not
illegal. Yeah.
So we can judge him for it being weird and gross, but you can't judge it on its illegality. If true, this is not illegal in the UK. Again, gross, weird, creepy, predatory. Yeah, if true, but not illegal. So
going down, I'm going to take you down with.
I just want to be clear. I'm not defending this. If he had sex with a 16-year-old, as a 30-year-old man, I find that to be extremely repulsive.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
that's apparently that's yeah.
It's extremely repulsive. It's repulsive though. A 16-year-old? I'm sorry. I think that's weird.
I don't really give a crap.
I do give a crap. I think it's really, really weird and gross. Their brain's not even slightly finely formed. I find that
most people nowadays are in their freaking 30s and their brains aren't even formed. Probably because they never will be.
True, but I'm sorry. I just think this is gross and kind of predatory. In my opinion, I just don't like it. I find it nasty. Just in my opinion, I think it's weird.
Because he was a celebrity who was open about his sex addiction and everything else. And he could easily, clearly going around saying, well, they knew my behavior and they were there facilitating it. So, for example, the BBC using taxpayers' money to...
Yeah, like Sargon said, he was voted like best shagger in England for several years in the Suns. Like, what the fuck?
Pay for taxis to go pick up...
Actually, I wanted to bring up something about that because I'd just like to read this real quick because Sargon agreed with me almost line for line in their video on this. I have to log out. Hang on. Don't yawn. You'll make me yawn.
Back off.
Don't
you tell me what to do.
Hang on. Lotus Seeders. Because I really agree with Sargon's take on the Russell Brand thing. I just want to find my comment. Hang on. Where was it? Yeah, where's the evidence?
Well, Aiden's doing that. Hold on.
I'm right here. I said, my opinions are almost identical to Carl's on this subject. Has Russell Brand been an absolute degenerate commie in the past? Absolutely. I mean, for God's sakes, I saw Russell Brand's junk on a YouTube video that's still up, the one that I posted in chat, when I was probably 16 years old. Has he spent the last 2 years seriously questioning the mainstream media and political apparatus, the millions of followers? Absolutely. I have no idea if Russell assaulted women or had relations with underage girls, but knowing a bit about his past, I would not be at all surprised if he has done some seriously dubious stuff. Yet, at the same time, I recognize this as a clearly coordinated hit job on his character because he is a threat to the establishment elites. It seems that everyone on our side has been quick to defend him and reject the allegations outright. And at this point, particularly after the Depp debacle amongst so many others, that is completely understandable. Meanwhile, everyone on the other side is taking these anonymous accusations at face value without any evidence. And I agree there likely never will be any besides some dodgy screenshots. This is the inevitable pillorying that the political oligarchy under which we live must punish those who dissent. It just so happens that in this case, well, there may be some sort of basis in reality for parts of it. I don't know what parts though, and neither does anyone else until it goes to court, which I doubt it even will, and if it does, the label of rapist will be a scarlet letter branded upon him forever. And that's the point of the entire exercise. What do you think about that? Like that comment?
Yeah, it's true.
It is true. I think so.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's finish this video.
Go on.
16-year-old girlfriend. So that's, I don't understand why they didn't consider that this whole thing could backfire on them, unless there's going to be a shake-up in the BBC and they thought it's best to get rid of the bad blood in the past. We don't know yet. Anyway, Tim Davie, who's in charge of the BBC, has come out to say, well, we will look at any complaints made about Russell Brand's conduct during his time, what was known at the time, what was done.
Why didn't you do it then? You fucking retards.
The review will also look at the position regarding any cars used by the BBC at the time. What are you going to do with the cars? I mean, are they going to
have them fumigated?
Sanction the taxi drivers, or are they going to sanction the secretaries who book the taxis? Because I don't think they should really get punished for that if they're the junior secretaries. I think it should be a systemic thing because you created that model. But clearly the problem is that both the BBC and Channel 4 are going to be responsible for a lot of things. And again, unless this is part of the whole plan to get rid of some of the bad blood in those organizations, but I highly doubt that they know what they're doing. I highly doubt this is actually fully planned, because there are so many different angles. You've got the newspapers and the Times coordinating with the accusers over the last few years. And then you've got the Channel 4, which worked with the Times afterwards. Then you've got the BBC being slightly reactionary, but pretending to be proactive. And I don't really see how this is not going to be fully backfiring on them. Because Russell Brand is not going to go down without fighting. So,
yep, very true.
He's been quiet. And I'm guessing his lawyers have told him to keep quiet.
He put it as one video describing what was happening. Other than that, he's been quiet, yep.
As far as I know, the last time I checked was yesterday, actually. He hadn't posted a new video on his channel. Yep. And his merch website is also down. Yeah. So this, obviously, for those who say...
Oh, I'm sorry. What a nice little segue. I have new merch for my new video that's going to come out. I'm not going to release it yet. My merch site's up, so you can find it on my merch site if you know where my merch site is. I'm not going to release it yet.
People want weeb cringe?
Well, Adam Unfriended, who's been a member for 8 months, did ask. He says he's starving for an ooh-woo or weeb cringe Spoon. Please. Spoon, he's been a member for 8 months. His name is Adam Unfriended. You're not going to give him something? Just a crumb?
Why are you trying to guilt trip me like a peasant?
Because he's a supporter of ours. Why don't you,
Because I don't dance like a monkey.
Can I write you something in Japanese for you to read? Maybe?
How would I read it?
I'll write you in
I don't trust you.
Not furigana. I'll write you in anglicized.
No.
Say,
no.
This is fine.
No.
Oh.
No.
Just say this.
No.
That's fine.
No.
There's nothing bad. There's nothing bad there.
No.
It just means I am Spoon.
I don't believe you.
It does. What do you think it means? Look how simple. It's 4 words. How can I be lying to you? I am Spoon. That's what it means.
Because skeptical I am of you.
Read it.
No.
Romaji. Yeah, Romaji. No. Yeah, I forgot. Like, I was saying furigana. Yeah, Romaji.
No.
Thank you, chat.
No.
Read it.
No.
It's not anything.
No.
Spoon, I swear to God, I am not fucking.
There is a better chance you will have random anime titties on my fucking screen right now.
Just read these 4 words.
No.
It just to appease Adam Unfriended.
No.
I'm serious.
I would rather put up anime titties on the second screen than say that shit.
Minasan, これは僕は spoon です。
No. There you go. You just said it.
Yeah, I know. Because it's nothing.
No. I don't cave peer pressure.
僕は spoon です。
No. I do not cave to peer pressure ever. No. I will flip you off, woman.
私はエーデンです。この人は
No.
この人は spoon です。
No.
わかるか
No.
いや
No.
だよ。
No.
変でしょだと待ってね。変でしょだと待ってね。待ってまた。
No. No.
Alright. To finish the last couple seconds of this.
Well, YouTube demonetized him, but he already had Rumble, and most of his income wasn't actually from monetization on YouTube, where most of his videos were already demonetized anyway, because of the content he had. Like most of us, a lot of the stuff that we have obviously get demonetized. That's why I have sponsorships, and some people get frustrated. Maya, stop talking about sponsors. Well, we have to. Otherwise, there's no way to survive. So that can't be the reason. It's clearly, obviously, the lawyers are giving the advice of prepare your defense, essentially, see what happens. And of course, we have the Metropolitan Police in the UK seeking investigation.
Use my power
We'll see
industry.
what happens with that story. Anyway, let me know what you think in the conversation.
All right.
I do like how half the chat is affirming that I don't cow to whatever the crap you're telling me to say, and the other half are saying I'm chicken shit because I fear foreign words.
Are you afraid of a little Japanese?
Ik praat Afrikaans.
Kawaiso da yo ne.
Ik kan al klare aan de taal praten.
He's fucking kawaiso de. Minasan.
Nee.
Ik
is niet bang.
Kawaiso ne. Oh, kawaii.
Amerikaanse pro mensen.
Totemo kawaii. Oh, kawaii.
You're like 2 seconds away from doing that meme.
From doing
like,
what?
oh, the one meme of like, oh, whose ancestors weren't good at war?
Oh, whose ancestors weren't good at war? Guys, I'm also fucking around. Don't take this shit out of context. I'm having a little bit of a meme here.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I have to go.
Stubborn spoon is best spoon.
So I'm going to turn my thing off for a second. Oh, but while I'm, you know what? What should you cover while I'm away? How about some ALMLs? Do these ALMLs for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, the alien bodies thing.
Yeah, be right back.
This is basically what Maxine Waters is going to look like in 5 years. Yo, that is the shit what she looks like. What the fuck? Didn't this end up being a fucking paper mache or some shit? Because apparently this was like fucking real, and it just looks fucking bizarre. Its fucking pelvic bones look like feet. I know what the fuck this is. Fuck yeah, you know what this looks like? This looks like fucking Starvin' Marvin from South Park. Oh fuck yeah, I haven't read this story. Let's see. A UFO hearing in Mexico Congress had featured the presentation of alleged remains of non... If I read the word alleged one more fucking time today, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Of non-human beings faced swift international backlash on Thursday, with critics labeling it a stunt, shit, and questioning from officials in Peru, where the apparent specimens first emerged. Mexican journalist and longtime UFO enthusiast James... a name I'm not even going to bother trying to butcher, showed politicians at the hearing on Tuesday 2 tiny bodies, in quotes, displayed in cases with 3 fingers on each hand and elongated heads. Because they're fans of The Simpsons, apparently. He claimed that they were found in Peru in 2017 and were not related to any life on Earth. Masano has made similar controversial claims in the past. The images from these congressional hearings, the first of its kind in Mexico, sparked international curiosity as well as substantial scorn. Former U.S. Navy pilot Ryan Graves, yes.
ALML. ET phone home. Do you look at these things? You believe this shit is real?
No.
Obviously not.
No.
It's such bullshit.
I don't know why it's being propagated more now.
Well, you know what I say whenever I see something like this, right?
What's the thing they're trying to distract us from?
What is the thing they're trying to distract us from?
Yes.
Because the second this came out, I was like, I don't care.
Yes.
That's why I didn't cover
What's
it last
the other
week.
thing?
Yeah, what's really happening? What is this? I don't...
The Russell Brand thing is also a distraction.
I think it's all...
It's also just... It is also just a convenient one.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe in this. Look how fake it is. It's clearly like a shitty paper mache statue.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Is that what you said when I was away?
Yeah.
It looks like it's paper mache.
I said it looks like Maxine Waters in 5 years' time.
Oof. Or Nancy Pelosi. Yeah.
I like the way, now that I'm looking at it closely again, it looks like the left eye is
so
drunk.
Fake looking. It's so fake looking. Come on, guys.
It looks funny as shit, though.
This is not real.
No, it's not. It is funny, though.
It's funny.
What happens if you cut it?
However, I had something speaking of statues, I have something way funnier that I actually want to cover. Because let me tell you about this. I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about this for like a week. Or a couple days at least.
It's not the big booby controversy.
This stupid alien bodies in Mexico. And I was like, come on, guys.
People talking about this?
This is BS. However, you know what is bullshit, but actually is real? Is this article that you sent to me, actually.
Oh, yeah, the one with San Francisco's asshole.
The San Francisco's asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually a pretty funny story to say. A proposed AIDS memorial, because that's apparently what we need. You know, can't we just make a statue of Freddie Mercury? Sculpture, that's actually not a bad idea. Sculpture in Palm Springs, or fucking Elton John. Palm Springs is at the center of a heated debate with its design sparking concerns.
Well, there's a lot of heat comes out of that area, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the top of your head releases a lot of heat, and also does that area.
Yeah. Also, some controversial things can go inside it when it's not supposed to.
Well, that's what does have it is related to AIDS, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, there we go, yeah. Fuck it. The controversial sculpture meant to honor those who lost their lives to HIV and AIDS, buggering, is facing scrutiny for its abstract design and perceived inappropriate connotations. The sculpture, standing at 9 feet tall, that's one big asshole, featured a round limestone structure with concentric carved circles symbolizing the diverse impact of AIDS on the community. Okay. Its design is intended to evoke feelings of connection, reflection, and hope.
Well, it's certainly gives me some kind of feeling.
Arousal, infection, and buggering tends to be the thing it's probably most associated with now. Yes. However, not everyone is on board with this artistic vision, probably because they're too aroused.
It's already been brought up. This is a $500,000 statue. Yep.
Can you imagine how much money California actually brings in if they weren't wasting it on this retarded shite?
Now, here's the thing. It is California. So inevitably, it's going to be covered in shit, right? Because it's in California. Everything in California ends up covered in shit. So I know that it's a butthole, but it doesn't matter if it was a butthole or not.
Just make sure the shit comes out in only one way.
Right. It doesn't matter whether or not it's a butthole. It's in California. It will end up covered in shit.
Does that make it a shithole?
Of course. Of course.
There you go.
Duding down.
There you go.
Go ahead. Finish the article.
Yes,
You're going to have to read some shit. You're going to have to do the heavy lifting on me for the reading because my voice is dying. I'm still sick and my voice is hurting so bad, man. I'm gonna provide my commentary, but
let's see
if you could help me read.
It's really strained.
Oh, I'm sure it's very strained. It's a very strained hole.
I mean, it's almost like a piece of art looking for a purpose instead of the other way around. It could be said... It could be about anything, and as a consequence, it's kind of about nothing, Clay Sales said. In addition to concerns about the abstract nature...
Nothing, you could call it an O. It's a 0. It's maybe an O ring, perhaps.
Fucking ridiculous. The abstract nature of the sculpture, some residents have raised eyebrows over its perceived resemblance of certain body parts. Just said it looks like a butthole, for fuck's sake. The backside... The backside of the proposed memorial looks like a graphic depiction of the backside of a human being, Gene Brake said. The memorial is being funded privately with an expected cost of approximately $500,000. It is planned for installation. Well, someone's getting fucked. For installation in the downtown park near Maryland.
In the backside, though.
Yeah.
Is the question.
Yeah, it's going to be someone's backyard. The Marilyn Monroe statue. However, fears persist that if the design remains unchanged, it could become a target of ridicule on social media and elsewhere. And it's not helped by the fact that you're making this article and you're kind of facilitating that, but okay. I could just visualize the whole slew of potential social media posts. Yes, as well as people becoming aroused by it, I'm sure. People make fun of something that is so important to our community. Dude, do you think people need a statue to make fun of AIDS? Seriously?
I mean, it's not supposed to make fun of AIDS. However, you did make your AIDS memorial a giant butthole.
No. I see lots of pink. Well, the light isn't pink, the light is blue.
San Francisco. They knew what they were doing.
They knew what they do all the time.
There's no way they were confused about this, right?
Of course not. I mean, you do realize it's deliberate.
It's clearly a giant anus.
Yes. And they're going to put it in the middle of butt fucking nowhere.
No, it's in San Francisco.
That's butt fucking somewhere.
Fuck yourself, San Francisco.
Literally.
I'm sure you've seen Anchorman, right?
Yes. In response to the controversy, the Palm Springs AIDS Memorial Task Force.
AIDS Memorial Task Force?
How do you have something so fucking cringe and gay? AIDS Memorial Task Force.
Oh my god. How is it real?
Yeah, like Zero Fuck says, spin-off of the HIV committee. Yeah, it totally is.
I'm not laughing at people dying of AIDS. I'm laughing at the fact that the AIDS Memorial Task Force came up with a giant butthole to remember the deaths of people who died of HIV. I'm sorry. If I'm a bad person for laughing at that, then I'm going to hell.
AIDS Memorial Task Force. How can I not find that funny?
Dude, I'm not trying to get to hell. I'm trying to get my shit together, but how can I not laugh at that?
I don't know. Let's see, where the hell was I going with this? Let's see. It will be incorporate community feedback and work on a revised design that will be revealed later this year. Again, why don't you make a statue of Freddie Mercury? And give him some glorious mustache. Yet some residents are questioning why certain factions of the community was not consulted earlier in the process. Certain factions. That's a very weird way to say that. Not certain communities, not certain groups, certain factions.
Like it's a video game.
Yes.
That's very bizarre. Very bizarre verbiage there.
Yes. It's become a laughingstock.
No
shit.
Literally.
No shit should be written on the fucking statue, for God's sake.
Well, again, like I said, it's San Francisco. There's gonna be shit in it at some point. All over that asshole.
Yeah, someone brings
Some
up...
homeless person's gonna take a shit in it.
Jake just brought up South Park. Yeah, this does feel like a South Park episode.
All of life feels like a South Park episode at this point, doesn't it?
Yes. Gay rights was a mistake. Yeah, most people actually agree with that.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's going to go from libertarian to a bit more conservative and anti-homosexual. Probably. And if we can get past anti-homosexual, do you know what's going to be next in line?
Oh.
Women's rights. I'm very much in favor of that. Justice Dankula, when asked what's next on the chopping block, he said the 19th Amendment.
I agree. Women shouldn't be allowed to vote. You shouldn't be allowed to vote either, though.
Yes.
Or should most of you.
Yes.
I don't think, but again, you must remember, Spoon and I are monarchists.
Yes.
So we don't think anybody should vote. So
voting is cringe and gay.
I see that sometimes where people are like, oh my god, what's wrong with you? You're a woman and you hate yourself so much you don't want to be able to vote? Like, no, it's not just me.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you should vote.
Yeah.
Myself included. Yeah. I don't think any of us should vote. I think voting is ridiculous. That's
I think it's more the lines of it's not that I hate me. I like me. I just hate all of you more.
No, it's more that I don't think any of us are qualified. In terms of a purely statistical calculation, maybe me, but I don't think so. Personally, I don't feel that way about myself. Because even as someone who has spent the last 6 years doing nothing but covering politics, I don't feel like I'm qualified. Honestly. Maybe, but it would be only someone like myself, and there's so few of us that I just don't think anyone should vote. I think we should just have a monarch. I think that's easier, and I think that it's more. You have someone who's trained from birth into how to understand how to lead and how to rule, and they have an invested value, an invested interest in the well-being of their country, of the state.
Yeah.
Then we're going to find someone who actually gives a damn. Will you get your Neros? Absolutely. Will you get your Caligulas? Absolutely. But will you get your Marcus Aurelius?
You can as a monarch, but you will never get it
only
under
the
democracy.
monarchy.
Yeah.
Under democracy, you will also get the Nero and the Caligula. You will never get the Marcus Aurelius, and that's Anton Rivarol.
Yes.
We are quoting there or paraphrasing there.
That is literally on my Twitter profile.
Yeah, because it's a fantastic quote and it's completely correct.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, we often forget the wisdom of the past, I think, but people think, oh, that was in the past, therefore it must be wrong. Nope. Look to the past for knowledge, because the human species is not new, didn't just appear yesterday. So,
there's a Queen Victoria quote.
Speaking of someone though who's been around for,
I just like the fact that Queen Victoria says feminists ought to get a damn good whipping.
I agree. But
it's baseline.
Well done. Someone who's been around for 1,000 years.
Nancy
Here's
Pelosi?
this Biden video.
Oh, okay.
Tell me when you're ready to start.
Okay. What, is it on Watch Together?
It's it's a tweet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to see if I can put the one tweet. I don't know how if we'll watch that whole. There's an hour-long Trump video we're not gonna get to tonight. So maybe
we can do the Trump video or the Act Man one.
Let's do the Act Man thing because the Trump video is on Twitter. Okay, the Trump video is on Twitter. It's an hour long.
Oh.
And it's we're not gonna be able to. At least if we just watch together, you and I can pause it. So let's do the Act Man stuff tonight. We won't do the Trump stuff tonight. Let's watch this though. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay, go on.
Did I say the right thing?
Yes, you did.
Which says Bidenomics. It says Biden, the country should know the facts. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, our democracy is at risk.
Why the hell is it so fucking quiet?
I don't know. It's quiet.
The country should know the facts.
It gets louder.
They should know the choice between Bidenomics and Meganomics.
Starving and having a wallet full of money.
American growth and hope
was only done under Trump and not while I'm killing you with massively high inflation and energy prices and groceries and basically making your life a living hell.
We're building for American lost jobs, raising fears, MAGA Republicans give it.
What the fuck? Dude, you don't even know what the hell is going on in the country. You're reading a fucking billboard, basically.
They gave us a few short years ago. What, our democracy?
I have no idea what the hell he was trying to say there.
I don't think he knows what the fucking hell he's trying to say. It reminds you of that article I sent you earlier.
MAGA Republicans, Bidenomics versus Meganomics. But luckily...
First of all, Meganomics sounds way much... It just sounds way more based.
Luckily, Spoon, as you sent me, we have an article to explain it to us.
Oh, God. That one?
Yeah.
This article is unbelievably fucking cringe. And seriously stupid.
It's really short, though, actually, so let's go through it.
Is it?
It's from the Washington Post.
Oh, yeah, actually, it is quite short. It's quite really short. Fucking... I kind of want to rewrite this. Like, in my own words. Right. It's unbelievably fucking stupid. It's the latest coinage from Stuart Biden, because Lord knows he's not running.
Joe Biden.
He's not fucking running the executive. Like, let's be fucking real. Jesus fucking Christ. He can barely run his own fucking bath. I'm convinced he doesn't know what clothes he puts on every day.
No crap. Absolutely. He doesn't have any idea.
No. I don't think he even knows he's fucking president. Like, the idea that he is going to run again, like, you can already tell now he's fucked. Like, he has to be led around the room. There's, like, instructions on where to fucking sit, let alone how to read anything. And you want to tell me that motherfucker is running the country? You get about your fucking mind.
But he's going to tell us about Meganomics. We have to listen to the leader of the free world about Meganomics.
I like Meganomics over Trumponomics because it just rolls off the tongue nicely.
It does, actually.
Yeah. Meganomics. Yeah, sounds great. Cleverly seeks to link the procedural extremism of Donald Trump. Yes, where we actually had a functioning fucking economy and the dollar wasn't trying to squeeze my asshole for a living. With the regressive policy of congressional Republicans. You haven't told me why that is regressive.
They're not going to explain shit. You know
of course not. Yeah.
This is the Washington Post.
Yes.
Democracy dies in the dark.
Yes. With thundering applause. It's a promising message.
Me, at least.
Well, yes. I like when people say Trump is going to end American democracy.
Yay! Let's go.
And where's the threat? I'm quite in favor of that. It's a promising message, but it would be more convincing if the president's own eponymous economic strategy, Bidenomics, were more focused. Or actually fucking worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it is working. It's just, for the top 1%. In a speech delivered Thursday with an accompanying memo, Biden tried to contextualize a potential government shutdown by... Hold on a second, I'm getting an erection. Government shutdown. By citing the fiscal proposals... What the fuck was that face? The fiscal proposals of the Republican...
That's my government shutdown face.
It's like, yes. It's like Homer fucking looking at bacon and butter.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a second, I'm blaspheming.
Government shutdown, you say?
Yeah. Just say that slowly. Which is a caucus compromising.
You want
to shut down the government?
You want to shut down the Fed?
Yeah. What is your proposal for foreplay? 2 cannons aimed at the Federal Reserve. Yeah. Which is a caucus compromising nearly 80% of House Republicans. Very good. This proposal, according to the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, which they've never fucking had for God knows how many years, featuring almost $5 trillion in regressive tax cuts.
Good.
Why is that bad? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Great.
Offset.
Excellent.
Yes.
More tax cuts.
Yes. Yes, offset by reducing spending on healthcare for low-income families. You gives a fuck, please don't spend. I hate this argument. This is what they do. Massive tax cuts results into losses for low fucking groups that we give a shit about that we're currently fucking into oblivion ourselves.
No, that we give a fuck about. Please put it in quotations because they don't give a damn.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
They don't care about an election day. Trump is going to come and gut your social security. Meanwhile, I'm just going to fucking kill the economy.
How much they have denigrated Oliver Anthony, right? And other people like him. That's how little they give a damn about the poor people that they claim to give a damn about. The second a poor person from one of these
Shadow King
groups,
I kind of like that
one
nickname.
Of these areas, they're like, oh, we're trying to help you because you're part of one of these disadvantaged groups. The second that you speak out against them, nope, you're done. We're going to try to destroy you because that's how their crap works.
Can I keep that nickname?
What? Which?
Someone call me the Shadow King.
Shadow King? It's pretty
yes,
good.
I kind of like that.
Send you to the Shadow Realm. I like Shadow King.
The Shadow Realm?
Good.
Am I facing Pegasus there?
Yeah. Okay, you do. You get it.
Yes.
Wow, a rare time when you get a pop culture meme that I make. Whoa!
It's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, but you don't normally get my memes.
Pegasus, Toon World. Seto Kaiba. Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Also, you look like you're pondering your orb, as Abigail says. You look like you're pondering your orb. You don't know about the pondering your orb meme?
No,
I'll send it to you later.
No, I just think of fucking Saruman.
You're pondering your orb. I can see the orb over there in the corner. It's close enough to an orb. Don't worry about it. It's close enough to an orb. Yeah. You're pondering it. Now ponder it. Look at it and ponder it. Yeah, look more like... No, you gotta think harder. He's pondered. Alright. What are we doing? Get back to this article.
Soon I will rule all of Middle Earth. The great Lord Saruman. Let's see. In a speech, yeah, sorry. Fuck, where was I going with this? Okay, yes, this insert fucking group said we don't actually give a flying shit about. This is a fight Democrats are eager to have. Why? You are hated right now. Like, literally over 70% of the fucking country thinks the country's going in the wrong way. Most people do not want Biden to run. Most people, fucking Democrats, don't want Biden to run. Everyone says he's too fucking old and feeble to do shit.
Yeah, because he's a fucking fossil.
The only thing he's fit to lie in is a fucking coffin. What? What?
Well played.
Thank you. I'm not fucking wrong.
Nope, but well played.
I prefer he'll on a ditch, personally. Let's see. They can contrast Republicans' determination to take power from the poor and give to the rich with Bidenomics' mantra of growth from the middle out and the bottom up. Yeah, except that that's not currently fucking happening, you retards. What are you gonna do? Gaslight the fucking civilization into oblivion?
That's what they're trying to do. And by the way, it's not take from the poor and give to the rich. No.
What do you think is our fucking reverse Robin Hood?
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's your thing
you're
right now.
lining your oligarchy's fucking pockets. Look, I'm no fan of the GOP. I think they do that as well, by the way. But this is a uniparty. The Democrats do the exact same shit in the United States, and so I have no tolerance for either one. They can both fuck off, as far as I'm concerned. Screw their shit. I have no tolerance for this. You know, it's. Have you ever seen Dennis Moore, the skit from Monty Python?
Might have a long time ago. Look at the chat. Look at the stream.
It's not a very Oh my god.
That's pretty good. That's some good Photoshop job right there.
Well, no, it's not, because it's not that difficult to do. Like, how much editing had to go into that? Like, about 5 minutes?
Can you do that?
It already basically looks like that.
Can you do that?
Yeah?
I want to see you do that in 5 minutes.
You want me to Photoshop that in 5 minutes? Yeah, I could have. It's very good, though. It's very aces. It's very ace. Oh, shoot. What I was thinking about, though, was, have you ever seen the Monty Python skit of Dennis Moore?
I may have.
So Dennis Moore is I think he's based on like another kind of like BBC hero from like the 70s, but he's more directly based on Robin Hood. And his song is Dennis Moore, riding through the night, Dennis Moore. I don't know the lyrics, but it's Dennis Moore, riding through the glen, Dennis Moore, he has no merry men, he steals from the poor and gives to the rich, stupid bitch. That's
I didn't see that one coming.
The whole thing is that he gets tricked into stealing from the poor and giving to the rich. And I feel like every fucking bread tuber is just Dennis Moore, and everyone who supports the bread tuber is just Dennis Moore.
Just like the way that came out of nowhere.
Poor and gives to the rich, stupid bitch.
Oh god.
Let's continue.
I just can't unhear that in my head now as it's sort of jingle.
It's very. I don't think we're gonna play it because we get copyright strike.
Yeah, that's the same.
You heard my rendition.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, I want to say, and it's a good pitch. The public assessment of the economy will probably improve with time. Why? It's been 3 years.
Yeah, why?
You're gonna have the housing market fucking crash before that shit happens.
Who knows, man?
I find it really funny because remember what famous cunt that I can't fucking stand, Bill Maher, said? Oh, you know what? You know what gets rid of a president? A really bad economy. Yeah, how's that looking right now, Bill? You shithead.
Oh, I'm sure Bill is out there still defending President Biden.
He will fucking defend anything as long as it's got a D next to his fucking name.
Yep.
You know that man has masturbated to the thought of licking Obama's nutsack. I got Sims for Obama more than anyone.
But yeah, true.
That's fucking true, yeah. Yeah, it's a good pitch. The public assessment of the economy will probably improve with time. No one, especially if inflation continues to fall. It went back up, actually, so. But it's going to be hard to get voters to forget the price increases that's already happened under Biden's watch. So part of his re-election strategy should be able to raise questions not only about Trump's character and conduct, because you have no fucking other thing to run on, because you literally have nothing else to run on, but also about the policy choices Trump's party is advocating for. Dude, if you're gonna look at his economy versus yours, and you think you're gonna win that, you are out of your fucking mind. Because there is no way in hell you're gonna win that.
Here's the thing, Spoon. They don't care. Democrats?
No, they do care.
excuse me, the average Democrat does care. The Democrat elites, they don't care. And I actually think that even it does go down somewhat to the average Democrat voter because they are ideologically transported. They don't give a damn, even at their own detriment.
Yes,
it's not all of them.
I find it really funny that they're the people that say, "Oh, look, you vote against you vote against your own self-interest." Like, have you seen your policies? There's not a single city in the entire country that isn't Democratic run that isn't a complete shithole. So the idea that Democrats actually make prosperous cities is just patently false.
Well, they say if you vote Democrat, we're going to give you a bunch of Gibbs, but the reality is that where does the Gibbs come from?
By
Robin Hood. They can't come from nowhere. That's the kind of thing that they want you to think is like, oh, there's all these rich people out there that we need to just take the money from, that we're all Robin Hoods. But no, that's not how it works. They're taking your money.
Yeah.
To spend on useless bullshit.
Imagine giving money to politicians thinking that they're going to use it for any beneficial reasons.
I know.
It's fucking insane to me.
But again, I'm a libertarian, and people like this, they don't understand that kind of stuff because they just think the government is looking out for their best interests, and I can't call them stupid necessarily for that because
they are looking out for their best interest. They're looking out for their best interest, not yours.
No, but the government isn't giving these people who vote for them more money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're looking out for their interest.
Their interest, the government's,
yes. Not the people's. So, they don't give a fuck about the representatives.
Obviously. So, that was that. Was that the whole article?
No, it said to state the obvious. Republicans have not given up on their long-standing aspiration to shrink the American social safety net. That's just slang for burning the state. And today's higher interest rate environment would put more pressure than ever on them to actually deliver on this vision if they reclaim power. Why is that bad?
Yeah, why?
That's great.
Explain it.
Yes, if Republicans won control of the House, Senate, and the White House, oh my God, if only, they would almost certainly take a serious swing at implementing big swaths of their agenda. Yeah, that's kind of what Trump gets elected for, you fucking spastic. At the same time, Republicans are so ideologically committed to low taxes on the rich. That's because that's how you get more money in the state.
Yeah, it's how you inject more money into the entire state. I know trickle-down economics has been debunked. We're not talking about trickle-down. We're talking about total amount of money within the system.
Yes.
That's not pure trickle-down economics.
Yes. I can sell more units. I can sell 20 units at $5, or I can sell 5 at $10. What makes me more money?
Yeah. This is not trickle-down. This is specifically
trickle-down isn't even real.
But this is specifically wanting to have people who exist within the entire society who have money that they can reinvest into the society because they want to make more money off of it. Is that an element of trickle-down? I suppose you could say that, but the reality is that does work. How else do you create a functional? But how else do you create a functional economy if no one's making money out of it? Then it has to be entirely state-induced, in which case, well, that's full communism.
Yeah, the government doesn't know how to do any of that shit. At the same time, Republicans are so ideologically committed to low tax on the rich that one of their proposed spending cuts is to scale back efforts to catch wealthy tax cheats.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I don't really give a flying fuck if the rich cheat their taxes. Like, the thing is for me, if you can just cut the government, I don't really... Because here's the thing. Most people do not give a flying fuck what the rich get up to as long as they don't feel they get screwed themselves. Hey, look, the rich are getting away with so... Look, my wallet's great. I've never had so much cash. That's literally what people think. They do not give a flying fuck.
As long as we're doing as well, too.
Yes.
We don't care how much the
rich are making. That's the God's honest truth, yeah.
And that's...
That's a universal feeling across the board.
I've always found weird about a lot of these, like, commie influencers. Because they're like, I don't own a private island. Therefore, I'm suffering. What are you talking about?
Yeah. While I'm living in a mansion.
You're so, like, brain dead. You've been so influenced by this weird media shit that you think that the only way you can be happy is if you live in an LA mansion. And that's what happiness is?
Surrounded by only white people.
Do you know what happiness is?
Well, my idea of happiness.
Family and friends.
Oh. My idea of happiness is being in the sun, a place where I can yell, get paid for it, and being surrounded by legions of whiskey.
All right, perhaps. But for the vast majority of the human species, family and friends is what happiness is.
Oh, also, and then I have a world map, right? And when I press any of the continents, I get a woman from that region.
All right.
And if I press 2, I can get a combination of both.
Spoon, for the vast majority of us, family and friends is what makes us happy.
Friends are for the weak.
Then why are we besties?
What, do you want me to explain on camera and embarrass you?
Yes, do it then. Embarrass me.
No.
No, do it. Why are we best friends then?
Because we hate a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. But you and I are still besties, dude.
Yes. But the main thing is we like to make fun of shit.
We're still besties.
Yes. But that's basically the main reason that you and I are friends.
Yeah, but like, it's a little bit more than that. It has to be. Because like, I wake up every day and I have a message from you, or you have a message from me every single day. It's been that way for over a year now. Nearly 2.
Yeah.
Like, that.
Which is more than most people actually speak to.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you and I talk to each other every single goddamn day. There's like, the only person I talk to more than you is my husband.
Yeah. Basically, I wake up.
Right, we are united in hatred.
Yes, united in hatred. I should put that on a T-shirt. Like it's like our avatars, like united in hatred.
United in hatred, and we should like have like a little heart.
We should do that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. But make that like the heart on fire.
Ask Penny if she can do that, like to have two little avatars make a little heart and do like united in hatred.
But make it like black and charred.
Did you? Oh, you didn't do this, but I rewatched Anastasia recently for Coming Mark's channel, and it's like together in Paris, and ours would be
united in
together in hatred. Oh my god! Okay, I love it. Let's do it.
We should have like a heart that's on fire with someone putting a ballot in it.
Oh yeah. Like how shitty voting is. Yeah.
Yes. How do you feel about democracy? Shit it. Burn it in righteous fire. You see, the president current. Go on.
I do have new merch, but I don't want to like necessarily show it off yet because the video's not out yet. But there's new merch from the new video. Whenever the new video comes out,
it gives you focus.
I do have to say again, I'm really pissed off about the fact that my old video was removed. The new video is done. I just need my advertiser to give me a thumbs up.
What is that clip you wanted me to play?
Which? Russell Brand?
No, from Happy Tree Friends. No, I'm not fucking Happy Tree Friends. What the fuck am I talking about? Fuck the game. The game drug-inducing people to see different reality.
Oh, yes. Let's listen to this. Okay, so I've not played, We Happy Few.
That's the one, guys. Thank you.
But
I knew it contained the word happy.
I haven't played that game, but I watched a review of the game today. I didn't play it because I saw the reviews of it and I knew it looked really bad. So just to reiterate, here is the clip. Because when the announcer is mad, he sounds like you to me. So,
would you... put in the watch together?
Yeah, put it in the watch together. Hang on. Oh, do I have the watch together still up?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, I don't. Fuck, no, I don't. Give me 1 second.
Swear.
Don't swear?
Yes. Don't fucking swear.
Okay.
You want the link?
No, I got it.
Okay, there you go. Apparently this sounds like me.
I think this guy sounds like Spoon. But let you guys know what you think, yeah.
You can play it.
Is it playing now?
Yes.
Okay, just play it.
There's something about the Bioshock variety about this face.
It's very Bioshocky, yeah.
Yes.
This game, yeah.
Well, look at you. What are you doing?
It sounds like
That's
you.
right. I'm talking to you. What on earth do you think you're doing? Are you where you should be? Are you doing what you should be doing? Of course you are. Let's face it. There's nowhere we'd rather be and nothing we'd rather be doing than living our lives here and now in Wellington Wells, eh? We're all so fortunate to be proud Englishmen and women, because no matter what we've been through, we're all alive and happy, and so many others are not. I just want you to meditate on that essential fact of our existence. This is Uncle Jack saying, it's easy to smile when you've so much to be thankful for, but just because it's easy, doesn't mean that it's not true.
Okay, so yeah, Spoon is deeper, but when he's mad, like when he's aggressive there towards the beginning, that's when it sounds like Spoon, in my opinion.
Like this bit? Hold on.
Yeah, the very beginning.
Well, look at you.
That sounds like you.
What are you doing?
That's the part that sounds like you.
Yes, that's right. I'm talking to you.
Look at you. What are you doing? That voice, yes.
That's the part that sounds like you.
Yeah, that's because I can do that, yes.
But it does sound like you, in my opinion.
What are you doing? Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like... I actually, like, just did an impression off the fly.
Spoon isn't a lion, he's a Kiwi. He's neither.
I'm a Kiwi? How did... Fucking get out of my chat. I'll fucking kick you.
Spoon is a man of an incomprehensible accent, I would say.
Probably yes.
In that
which is very annoying for voice acting, because people, when they do voice acting, they tend to want certain regions. Yeah. And if they hear mine, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, where on earth are you from?
Oh, I told you. Did I tell you I forgot? We saw the Savannah thing at one of the train stations, and I forgot to go to one to get some biltong. So I still haven't had biltong. I'm sorry.
Biltong. You said like fucking Duck Dynasty.
Did I say it wrong?
No, just the way they say it in that show.
Is it not biltong?
Biltong.
I didn't say biltong. I said biltong.
It's just so funny the way they say it. It's African junkie. Do the gay voice. There's no way in hell I'm doing a gay voice while on camera. Fuck
Do the gay voice. Do the gay voice.
No. I don't do gay voices on camera. I'm not gonna do anything shady on camera. I'm very aware that I'm on camera and people are watching me right now, so like, I have to behave.
Oh,
I have to remain properly.
Let's speaking of, what are we gonna do
Yes. How do you do? You are free to put anything you can in the wash together. I'll sit here and marinate.
Do I have another wash together thing though?
I do not know. You tell me.
I don't think I... Oh, I do. Enjoy the view.
Oh,
it's the only thing I have that's on YouTube that could go in the wash together. Enjoy.
So apparently last night, former
you asked
House
for
Speaker Nancy Pelosi was asked about...
When are you going to die?
Vice President Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Whoopi. What are you doing?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. What are you doing?
I mean, that's a... How has no one ever said that? How have I never heard that before?
I don't know. But let's see what Kamala Harris was accused of, according to Wappy Galdberg.
And some people are surprised. Some people are annoyed with her response. We'll play it for you, and you'll have your own feelings. Here's the clip.
Did you hear that? Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Pause. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I thought I talked about Nancy Pelosi.
Did I just hear a fucking fire alarm chirp? Hang on. I need to listen to this again. Hang on. Listen very closely.
Some people are surprised. Some people are annoyed with her response. We'll play it for you, and you'll have your...
Oh my god. What the fuck? How did you hear that?
Because I'm white.
Oh my god, it actually was there. I have no fucking comeback to that. That is just... Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how the fuck you even heard that.
Own feelings. Here's the clip.
Is Vice President Kamala Harris the best running mate for this president?
He thinks so, and that's what matters. And by the way,
you think so?
She's very politically astute. I don't think people give her enough credit.
But do you think she is the best running mate, though?
She's the vice president of the United States. So when people say to me, well, why isn't she doing this or that? I said, because she's the vice president. That's the job description. You don't do that much.
Oh, really? You don't do anything as the
So let me get this straight. You're very politically astute.
Oh my god.
But you don't do much.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm politically astute, but that's why I don't do shit. You're the border czar, but you don't do anything but the border. Oh, thank you, Kamala. Oh, excuse me. What did Whoopi call her? Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris? Is this the Horus Heresy? Is this a 40K reference? Damn.
Can I just ask a dopey question? Of all of the vice presidents we've had in the last, say, 30 years, did anybody ever think any of them were qualified? Because I was sitting there, I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, did anybody think John
No. Spell potato.
Yeah, I mean,
now, the only one that was really effective and not in a good way, in my opinion, is Dick Cheney.
And he was the one that I thought was dangerous. He was the one that I thought was dangerous. They called Kamala Harris.
He raised the great daughter. Do you mean the one that got her fucking ass smoked by 37 fucking points?
If you guys need any more example as to how this is a uniparty, this is all uniparty bullshit. The fact that The View is celebrating Dick Cheney. I mean,
wow, I saw Andrew Tate throwing his support behind Rumble.
Unbelievable.
That's kind of a big deal.
The leftist View, totally on board with Dick Cheney. Oh my good golly gosh. Wowee.
Harris dangerous? Dick Cheney was dangerous, that war hawker.
Yeah. But I have to say, Nancy Pelosi is incredibly politically astute, so I was a little surprised she didn't answer that question better. To me, that is a right out of the park for the Democrats to say, of course, she...
Nancy Pelosi is particularly politically astute.
No, she's not. She's an alcoholic drunk.
Well, so is she apparently, because you can't pronounce her name. Particularly politically astute. What's her name again? This bitch. She's the only one who's she's the faux conservative who's on their list. I just can't remember what her name is.
No, the other one is the Mexican bitch.
No. This is the woman who's their faux conservative.
Yeah, but so is Alyssa. Alyssa's a Republican as well.
Oh, right. Is she supposed to be?
Yes.
They're all fake. They're all leftists, whatever.
Yes.
He's a phenomenal vice president. They're our ticket. That waffling with all of the innuendo that's out there, the pieces that have been written saying that she's a lag on the ticket, that gets filled with fire. Because I know we have some caution over the polls, she's consistently lagged in approval behind Joe Biden. It's a fact. She polls lower than Pence did at this.
Because she's fucking stupid.
Sucks. She sucks.
She's also retarded. Like,
that's
literally, she
so
can't talk.
Not difficult. Yeah.
Every time she's in front of a camera, she sounds like a broken fucking record. She says the same word like 9 times in one sentence.
Insane.
Yes, and she cackles maniacally at anything when she's uncomfortable. And considering how much she can't talk,
scary face. It's scary.
That's because she's stupid. She's like legit. She's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's scary as fuck. Kamala Harris. Yeah.
This time, he is historically unfavorable. He's comparable to Jimmy Carter in the Malaise era when he didn't win re-election. So I think Democrats' message, which is a smart one, is the future of the American Republic is on the line if it's against Donald Trump. But it's...
You do realize you make the current time look like shit by saying that.
Yeah.
If you're saying, hey, look, can we go back to the time and make it permanent where we had a better economy, a better president in literally every conceivable metric that we can measure? I don't know how you sell that as a pitch and it's good.
It's really hard to convince the public the oldest president in history and one of the most unpopular vice presidents is the strongest way to be.
He also was one of the most effective presidents we've had.
How is he the most effective, but also one of the most unpopular?
Oh, Joy.
Can you square the circle
Behar.
there, you fucking
silly
retarded
dumb
bitch?
bint. You silly dumb bint. This is why I love The View, because it's like peering, like you're ripping through reality into their weird alter reality, and you can see the insanity. And again, Spoon, remember, there's millions of people who watch
by
this shit
Botox and vodka
every day, and this is what their
all women.
entire understanding of politics is this stupid show. That's why I play The View on our show, to show you, to give an example of what normies get exposed to.
It's
this insanity.
You guys do realize there's literally thousands of people that are as stupid as these bitches.
Obviously. But why are they as stupid as these bitches? Because they get their information from these bitches.
That and they're
That's
dumb.
Why. Well, yes, that comes hand in hand, obviously. But yeah.
Can I say this very quickly? Over the past.
The one on the right, I would like to get her away from the rest of the harpies.
That's Sunny. The one with the black lady here?
No, I don't fucking know her. Well, she would get the cannon
That's
treatment.
Sunny.
Yes. No, I want the one on the far right.
I like Sunny.
Why?
I like brown ladies. Why is it considered why am I always judged for this?
Chat, everyone look at her right now with the scornful look that I do.
If I had to pick anyone on The View on this panel, I'd pick Sunny.
All right,
Just
white
saying.
woman.
I find Sunny to be the most attractive out of everyone on this panel. Just saying. That's just my opinion, man.
I
want the one on the far right. Yes, I always want the one on the far right.
Yeah,
five elections where you've had a Democrat win.
5 elections where you had a Democrat win. I like the way that the last Democrat vice president was Joe Biden.
They needed the black vote. 91% of African Americans voted for Biden and will continue to vote for Biden.
No, they won't. No, they fucking won't.
No one's gonna vote for Biden a second term. Come on.
If Kamala
no, I'm sure. I'm sure that millions of people will vote for Biden, but no one's gonna vote for Biden.
I can just say this now. I'm just gonna say this bluntly. If black people vote for Joe Biden because of a fucking stupid mixed bitch that is literally mixed and black whenever it suits her, bizarrely, given that she's fucking Indian heritage and apparently owns slaves in her family or some dumb shit. If you are going to vote for that woman because she doesn't fucking do anything, she literally just represents a skin color that makes you also look dumb as holy fuck, as is the case with women, and you would prefer that over a more competent executive in literally every single way, I cannot think of a better reason to strip you of your power to vote.
I just want to say that Qigong Tea Time says, if I had to pick from anyone on this panel, I'd choose self-harm.
Ironically, that probably would still be the healthiest.
Probably.
You can have some brain damage, just neither one of these people.
I would be very careful, President Biden, about getting rid of Kamala Harris because we will not support you.
Is that a threat?
Yes, it is. If you get rid of Kamala, if you get rid of Comrade, whatever, Horace, if you get rid of
Comrade
if you get rid of the Horace heresy, then Sonny and all brown people will no longer support Joe Biden.
I'm okay with that.
Uh-oh. Me too.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. When have you ever seen... No, your opinion is valid and beautiful and all of that, but when was the last time
No, it isn't.
You saw anybody get rid of a vice
Nobody dumps the.
No,
that's the thing. It's a lot of
Your
Washington.
opinion is beautiful and valid. Tell me.
If it was Biden and Trump, if Biden gets rid of Kamala Harris and inserts someone else, he will lose the black vote.
Even if it's another black woman like Val
We're not
Demings
interchangeable.
Well, thank you for saying the quiet part out loud.
What do you mean you're not interchangeable? You literally just said, based on this one being black, she can get the fucking black vote. And now we're not interchangeable. Get the fuck out of here. You literally elected a woman onto the fucking Supreme Court just because she's black and has a vagina. Now you're fucking telling me they're not interchangeable? Why didn't you choose a better black candidate than who happened to be conservative, you fucking retard?
Thank you. Exactly. The only reason you voted for Obama, the only reason you voted for Biden was because of the color of their skin. Not Biden's, but Obama's and then Kamala Harris's.
Biden's skin will soon be black because it's been stricken by rigor mortis.
And I'm sorry, let's be honest. It's racist. So I'm tired of fucking around on this. We have to be clear.
I would say it's racist. It's more just racializing.
It's racialized.
Yeah,
black and brown people in the United States vote on racial lines. Let's be clear about that. White people don't. Because we're not supposed to, and if we do, it's considered evil, right?
Yes.
But
and also
it's
we're
fine
better than
for
you.
black and brown people to do that, right? That's actually not even fine. It's encouraged, as we see here from Sunny.
Yes.
It's encouraged.
And
you
if
have to vote along racial lines.
Yeah, and if you
That's
don't,
insane.
You're somehow the problem.
Yes. But she's
you're not really
here.
black if you don't vote for black people. But if you're white and you don't and you vote for someone that isn't white, then it's based. Which makes no fucking
as Joe
sense.
Biden said, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. And here it is again, made public on display. You either vote for me or you ain't black. It's sickening, the racial shit that they do.
But regardless, and no one's saying you are. You would vote in an election against Donald Trump and Joe Biden and a black woman. You wouldn't vote.
I think that
but I want to know the answer.
I don't want to white-splain, but you might be underestimating the black community voter.
I don't think I am.
You would really sit out and elect. You said I was throwing my vote away if I wrote in another Republican.
I don't.
But you're not throwing away your vote by not supporting Biden if he drops.
I'm sorry, y'all. She is not going anywhere.
That white woman just beat the fuck out of that out of Sunny. That's just sexy as what that is.
She gave it trash shit.
Yes.
You're saying you're not going to vote for Biden because you want someone more black, essentially. And she was accused. That's the one white woman who's the Republican
Alyssa.
on The View. Alyssa, yeah.
Yeah.
And she
and they Alyssa Griffin?
I can't remember her name.
I think so.
But they said, like, oh, you're throwing your vote away if you vote for, you have to vote for, like, one of the main candidates. Which I have always despised, by the way, as a concept. One of the things I hate about the American presidential election system. In that, I've talked about this story before, but when I was in undergraduate, I was a libertarian, as I still am, and I didn't really like get very involved in 2008, even though I voted for Dr. Paul in 2008. And in 2012, I got these little like door hangers for Gary Johnson. Look, I'm glad people didn't vote for Goofy Gary. He was ridiculous. But I got all these little door hangers for Goofy Gary. And I just went and put them up on people's doors. And someone, after I put like the door hanger on their door, and I'm walking in the hall, I'm just putting the door hangers, and all they say is that, like, have you considered there's a third option? Gary Johnson for president. That's all it is. It's not like anything aggressive. That's all it said was that, like, there's a third option, Gary Johnson. That's it. And by the way, all we were trying to do as libertarians was trying to get enough of the votes. Because the Libertarian Party has to reach, I think, 5% of the vote to be able to get always on the stage. So we were trying to like make sure that libertarian candidates were always on the stage and were considered a major party in the United States. And that's all I was trying to do, was make sure that the Libertarian Party was taken seriously. I had someone, they came out of their dorm room and they like chased me down the hall and was like, do you understand that Obama is a black man and he needs to become president? Again, by the way, at this point, because he'd already been president once. And like screaming at me and yelling at me. And I'm like, what the hell do you want me to do? I'm not saying who to vote for. I'm putting a freaking door hanger on your door saying like, hey, there's this weirdo Gary Johnson you could vote for too. And that's the thing, is that the leftist indoctrination is so extreme. It was that way back in 2012. We are more than a decade in the future, and it has only gotten 10,000 times more extreme.
Okay,
you can't even question their ideology, or else they want to kill you. That's just how it is.
Okay, this is really weird. You know the old the net zero thing, which is clearly a fucking scam. Jesus fucking Christ, you need a genius to figure that out, right? But you know what people have been screaming? We need to do all of these things by this year, or else we're all gonna die. That's that's the fucking lie that's been. Richie Sunak just came out and said, we're changing the way we reach net zero by 2050 to ease the burden on working people.
How? Make that make sense.
I'm sorry, the whole thing was
Circle
about
that
reaching
square
it.
for me. Sorry,
the
please.
whole
Circle that
thing
square
was
for me.
about reaching it by 2030 or else we're gonna die. Now you can somehow move it 20 fucking years later, and this is to
like
ease
I said,
the burden.
Circle that square for me, please. Circle that square for me.
How the fuck does that make any sense?
Oh, it's because it's all bullshit? Thank you. By the way, I care about the environment. I do. I do.
I would like my environment to have less politicians. I feel like that would drastically improve the environment.
I do care about the environment, though. I don't want to see a world full of trash. I don't want to see animals with,
Again, this is why I favor just removing the politics in general, just because that would make the environment a lot better.
Well, true, but I don't want to
We'd
see
have a lot less trash around.
Poor sea animals with bottle, plastic things around their necks. I hate that. I love animals, and I don't want to see the environment hurt.
I thought of a good way to cut trash. It's called a guillotine. You ever heard of that?
True.
Yeah.
But the reality is that the way that the
I consider politicians trash.
Government works towards reducing our harm on the environment is not doing almost anything. It's all bullshit. It's pointless conformity stuff. Oh, you have to learn how to do all your trash in these kinds of ways. Have you ever seen what happens when the garbage truck comes by?
They make the garbage disappear.
It has spent all this time. Like, I've got 3 different garbage cans that we have all these different things of this. I've separated all my garbage. When the garbage truck comes by, they'll just throw it in the same thing. Because that's the reality. It's to make you feel good. It's not about reality. It's about making you feel good. And I hope it does make you feel good, but you're not doing anything when you spend time on this this stuff.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's finish this and then go into the last couple things I have to do tonight.
Let's start with that. So this is a lot of hypothetical BS meant to make your mind explode.
Wait, can I jump in here?
Hilarious.
Coming from you, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I've been
If they want to make their minds less prone to exploding, turn off the fucking view.
thinking a lot about is I wish we lived in a time where we
Bitch, you don't fucking think at all. Who the hell are you kidding?
could have fair criticisms of a president. I'm a fan of President Biden. I voted for him.
Why? I have nothing but criticism, you fucking blonde-haired lunatic. Jesus fucking Christ.
I think he's the best ever. No. Vice President Harris, I have criticisms. Everyone, when we talk about that, are...
Give me a single thing Joe Biden did that's actually good for the economy.
No, don't you understand, Spoon? He made the economy get so much better if you don't include all the losses due to COVID.
Reduced to being a woman or being black, which I think there are conversations we can actually have about this.
No, you actually can't have conversations about that. That's the thing, is that you can't. Although I think if anyone's saying where to go, you know what, Kamala Harris is a stupid retard and her skin color has fuck all to do with it. It's kind of weird because you're also saying that she's just stupid because she's just a stupid person. It's got nothing to do with her skin color, but the second you say that she's a stupid person, the first thing you're saying is, what are you trying to say? All blacks are unintelligent? No, just that one. Because she's a dumb retard. Can you separate the fact that I, a white person, just criticized someone for being an idiot? It has nothing to do with...
How dare you?
Yes, I know. How dare I?
But right now, it's a
If only I gave a shit about the opinions of women.
privilege to discuss the alternative. Which what I mean by that is if you are up against Donald Trump.
That is a great alternative to have. Complete fucking catastrophic meltdown of sheer lunacy versus better in every single way. I mean, it's fucking night and day. Literally.
Biden and Vice President Harris are my only option. And if we survived President Trump once, we can survive President Biden, Vice President Harris. And
we can survive.
We can survive.
What a strange way of describing it. Right? We can survive it. So why are you going to vote for them again? That's what she's saying. She's going to vote for them again to survive it. What's the ultimate goal of the Democrats in this, then? I don't know. Because who are you voting
Suicide?
for after Biden? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
No, Slaughter, she's not the conservative. The other one, the far right one. Sitting, obviously. She's supposed to be the
I have one more YouTube video, because I don't know how late we're going to be up, because I'm tired as hell.
So am I.
But I didn't want to... all right. Okay, you're tired. I'm tired. Let's do one last thing.
Which is?
Guys, we had so much more stuff to do, but if you can't tell, I'm still freaking sick after a week. So, again, we're going to have a short stream tonight. Not that short, but I want to talk a little bit about this, because I hate this so much that it makes me upset.
Let us confess our faith.
That's what it was.
Oh,
Okay.
God, this?
Before I start, I want to say a couple things. I was a pagan for a long time. I did all kinds of weird religion things because I was always looking for meaning in my life. But I became a Christian, and I've always taken my faith very seriously, whether they were pagan, which was the first faith I ever actually took seriously as an adult. Because I grew up in the Catholic school tradition, and I was confirmed in the Catholic, even though my family was not Catholic, I was confirmed in the Catholic system. I, however, had a lot of issues with the Catholic Church as I got older, because I was very mistreated by a bunch of Catholic people. That's not the fault of the Catholic Church. That's the fault of individuals. I realized that as an adult, as any adult should realize.
However,
I'm sorry, I don't know what denomination this woman belongs to, but look, guys, those of you in the chat who are not Christians, it's okay. But what you're about to hear, Spoon, you're a Christian, obviously. What you're about to hear is, in my opinion, one of the most heretical things done in a church I've ever seen.
so you want us to finish with me getting pissed off?
Yep, listen to this.
Bye.
faith today in the words of the Sparkle Creed. I believe in the non-binary God.
Holy fire of things I probably can't further say.
No, we need to listen to her shit. We need to listen to it.
I don't ever listen to women ever. That never ends well for me.
You listen to me sometimes.
Yeah, but you're barely female. You're mostly male.
Listen to how terrible this is, though.
You're wired like a guy, Aiden. Except for your legs.
Yeah, you saw my legs. They're just spindly little... Don't call me a bird. I don't look like a seagull. I don't like when people call me a seagull. Don't look away, as if you're looking away, as if that you're going to call me a seagull. I don't like that you're thinking about it.
You're on the screen right there.
You're thinking about calling me a seagull.
Listen to you. You're like this big on the 4K screen there, and you're about this big on a 39-inch right there.
You're thinking about calling me a seagull. I'm not a bird, and I'm tired of being called one.
Shut up, flamingo.
Anywho, oh my god, let's... Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, please protect me from this.
You see this right
nonsense.
here. This is why women shouldn't ever be anywhere outside the home.
I know. I agree, actually. Well, no. I would like to be able to do research. That's the thing. Like, I think women can do science and stuff, but we need like a man around us to be like Bill.
Bonk you across the head.
And be like, if we get out of control, to be like, I've got the mace. I think that this is the correct way. I think that all women's husbands should have a mace to be like, woman, you're getting too crazy. I have to bring the mace up to threaten to threaten you with. And I think that would fix like half of gender relations. Anywho,
so basically, that women need to be threatened, or else they will act stupid.
Obviously, yeah. But
okay.
Oh my god, listen to this stupid shit.
Believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are...
Instantly, I'm filled with rage. I have a seething, burning hatred, desire for destruction of XX chromosomes and anything that might have them.
I'm gonna start over so you can hear this nonsense again, chat.
Do I have to?
Confess our faith today in the words of the Sparkle Creed. I believe
the Sparkle Creed.
Fire.
I believe in the non-binary God.
Pronouns are plural.
Whose pronouns are plural. I know that people are like, pronouns, and like making fun of ass. I'm sorry, what? God is the Father. God is my father and your father.
I'd like to see if you say this about Muhammad.
Oh, try it.
Yeah.
Say that Muhammad is a non-binary. Say that Allah is non-binary. See what happens. I hate that we have to do that, and I'm. You know what? I'm putting a corrigendum on this. We have to stop. We have to all collectively stop citing Islam as a religion that takes shit seriously. Because as Christians, we need to. We need to stop being like, but look at what the Muslims do. We need to do it.
It's because the Christians are known for being violent.
Well, we need to. We're known for violence comparatively to Islam.
No, we're not. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. So,
like I think if you
Islam as
if you had a whole bunch of people dressed in like freaking chainmail with broadswords walking down the streets, and threatening to send people to Jesus, you might be like, they actually look like they might do that.
Here's the thing.
You need to rule by fear.
No.
Yes.
Christ rules by love.
Yes.
And
I would rather they rule by fear. I would rather they rule by the threat of hell.
I understand that, but Christ does rule by love. And however,
Christ is not man.
Yes, Christ is not man. And it can only exist in a homogenous society. If half the society hates you and is trying to destroy you, then you can't. Then Christ's love is not the way that you can't do it that way. It worked for 1,000 years in England, for example, right? That worked fine in a society that was culturally homogenous. But it doesn't work now, where there's an international
multiculturalism and it's cringe and gay.
Yeah. But the reality is that Christ is king and Christ is watching. And and you don't have to, guys, you don't have to believe it in Jesus, but that's how I feel. So let's watch this cringe as fuck shit to see what I don't believe in, what I find to be the most reprehensible shit I've ever seen.
I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads.
Who wore a fabulous tunic and who had 2 dads. Spoon, Spoon, help me. Help me. Help. I don't know what to do. I'm losing my mind.
Okay,
what the fuck am I supposed to do to this?
Okay, you get the lime, I'll get the bleach.
I'd like a lime. I need the lime.
That's not where I'm going with that.
I know. This is sickening. Sickening. Ugh.
And saw everyone as a sibling child of God. I believe in the rainbow spirit who shatters our image of one white light and refracts it into a rainbow of gorgeous diversity.
A rainbow of gorgeous diversity.
Fire.
Can you...
Lots and lots of fire.
This is Satan. There's no other way of describing this. This is satanic. I'm sorry. Because this is the Lord's Prayer being actively demonized. You know the Lord's Prayer?
No, because it's Catholic, isn't it?
You don't know it?
No.
Our Father who art in heaven.
The kingdom come, the will be done on earth as it is on
Our
earth
Father
as it
who
is
art in heaven, hallowed be your name, or be thy name.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yes.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. So she is reading the Lord's Prayer in this most disgusting and perverted of ways. The most holy Lord's Prayer. And I don't care if you guys in the audience are Christians or not. It's fine. I don't really give a damn. But she is perverting. Could you imagine if this was an Islamic prayer? Perverting it like this? It's unbelievable to do something like this. Absolutely sickening. Let's continue.
I believe in the Church of Everyday Saints as numerous, creative.
Oh, I think it's the Nicene Creed, isn't it? It's some kind of like weird mix between this and the Nicene Creed. You know the Nicene Creed, which is that's what this is. It wasn't the Lord's Prayer. It's the Nicene Creed. She said, "I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, the Maker of heaven and earth, of all things visible and invisible. I believe in one Lord Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, born of the Father before all ages, God of God, light from light, true God from true God, begotten, not made, consubstantial with the Father. Through him all things were made. For us men and for our salvation he came down from heaven, and by the Holy Spirit he was made incarnate of the Virgin Mary and became man. For our sake he was crucified under Pontius Pilate. He suffered death and was buried and rose again on the 3rd day in accordance with the Scriptures. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of the Father. He will come again in glory to judge the living and the dead, and his kingdom will have no end. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Lord, the giver of life, who proceeds from the Father and the Son, who with the Father and the Son is adored and glorified, who has spoken through the prophets. I believe in one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. I confess one baptism for the forgiveness of sins, and I look forward to the resurrection of the dead and the life of the world to come. Amen. That's the Nicene Creed. That's what she's reading here. She's reading some disgusting, perverse, demonic perversion of the Nicene Creed. Yeah? Sparkle Creed.
Brilliant as patches on the AIDS quilt, whose feet are
as captions on the AIDS quilt? The AIDS quilt? Oh my god. Tell me.
Pounded in mud, and whose eyes gaze at the stars in wonder. I believe in the calling to each of us that love is love is love. So, beloved, let us love. I believe, glorious God, help my unbelief. Amen.
Well, I'd sure like to be dead right now. But this is what's happening in churches all over the country. Teaching weird Gnostic shit about blessing your AIDS blanket. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to me. Oh, dude. I don't think I have anything else that I can put into the what do you call it? The watch together. So, there is more, but I'm tired. Are you tired, Spoon? Spoon isn't here! Shit! I didn't even notice he wasn't here. Well, fuck, guys. How is it Gnostic? Because they're always trying to obtain higher knowledge that they think isn't available to them. That's part of their weird bullshit, guys. Let me read the super chats while we're getting out of here then. Because, man, you can't tell, guys. I'm still sick. And it's stinky. Anywho. Let's see. King Salmonfish for 5 says they tried pushing the fake Lamals twice because of Haley Luquan. Oh yeah, remember that. How about the Pentagon dissident hit list that got the Uke Troon fired? MIL psyops. Yeah, I know. They're not going to try to. None of that's ever going to be released publicly. DRT is king for 5 says, to quote Margaret Thatcher on socialism, quote, you'll run out of other people's money, but what should we expect from the Democrats? I know. Every time. DRT is king for another 2 says, are being prepped for the Kamala Horus heresy. Thank you. I'm glad somebody enjoyed the weird 40K reference I made there. Joe Mansion for €5 says, can't believe you got Kiwunu Reeves for this stream. Aiden, nice. I did get Kiwunu Reeves. He's gone right now, but I did get him. Lance for 2 says, Damatio Memorae. Damnatio Memorae. I'm not sure what that means, Lance. Better not have made me say something rude in Latin. Joe Mansion from their €5 says, offer prayers of reparation to Christ for this garbage. Also, 1 Timothy 2:11 through 12 is eternally true. Let's actually read that, because I do know what I believe that is. But let's read that real quick.
Yep.
Hello. 1 Timothy 2 through 12, which is I need the actual notes. Here we go. Bible Gateway. 1 Timothy, which is, the woman learn in silence with all subjugation. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Base Timothy. Very true. Thank you, Joe Manchin. Minnesota Fats for 5 says, I'm with Spoon Boss. It's time to go Old Testament. I'm calling for an American Inquisition. Purge the unclean. Christ is Lord. Christ is Lord. Thank you, Minnesota Fats. Marie for 2 says, my theology degree is screaming. I know, isn't it? Crazy, right? Rob Walker, who's been a member for 6 months, says, help my unbelief as they blaspheme. Someone can get Paul Washer in here. I don't know why you're clapping. I'm talking about you. And then Nelthina for 2 says, we still love you, user CIFZR. Well, guys, I hated the ending of the stream. Spoon, are you there? He came back for a second. I heard him. Did you guys not hear him? I was like looking at another thing, and then I heard him, and then he went away. What the hell? I don't know. Anywho, guys. Well, while Spoon ding-dongs around, I can't put anything else up on screen, excuse me, because, just can't. I don't have the capacity to, because I'm not controlling the stream. The first time ever, I'm not the one in control. Usually I am. Spoon, I can hear you. Where are you?
I'm right here.
What do you... Get back here, you dingus. We're gonna end the stream.
You will just hear that. Go on.
Come here and end the stream with me.
That's right here.
Come here and be on camera if we're gonna end the stream together. As our one time being on camera. I don't know if we're gonna do this ever again, but
we don't know.
Come here.
That.
Again, I don't know if we're gonna do this again. It depends on what you guys think. If you like it or not. It's up to you guys. Anywho, this has been a relatively short stream. I had a whole bunch more stuff. I would say this is that
I criticize Ackman, I'll do it on camera.
makes me more tired. Oh, we have to do the... No, I'm not doing it. No, I can't.
I'm not doing it now.
No, I can't do the Ackman thing. I'm too tired. Oh, it does make me more tired to be on camera. But,
you know what we need for this stream?
What?
I want to get, I could probably make it out of PNGs. I want to have Jim's dancing puddings.
Do it. Do it. But
just have them in the corner just doing like the funny dancing thing they do.
Yeah. Anywho. I'm too tired to do that, to deal with that shit tonight. I'm still sick. Obviously, as you can tell, I think, that I'm all kinds of sick.
Whereas I'm not, because I actually eat food and I don't get most of my calories through alcohol.
I have been eating food, so you can't...
Silence, woman. I'm not done talking.
Mm-hmm.
I am now that you've interrupted me. I just wanted to get on my second joke.
Okay.
This is why people tell you not to get lippy around me. Or get Bill to get the mace.
Bill's not gonna get the mace.
Yes, it will.
Oh, okay. Are we good?
I can't be Undertaker because I have a chin. So does freaking Andrew Tate. Guarantee he's still stronger than mine. He's a fucking kickboxer, for God's sake. What am I doing a video on tomorrow, by the way?
Oh,
and
no.
that is a question for the chat, by the way, because I don't really have anything planned for tomorrow. Except I want to do a video on a game, on an old game, because someone said to me, I complain about the culture. Give me an example of a culture done right. And okay, I have an article that I wrote in 2021, so 2 years old. It still holds true. Although looking at it now, I think I can probably extend it by another
a year and a half. Yeah.
25%. Fuck off.
There you go. Yeah. I'm not shitting on you, dude.
I'm not gonna make it that long, for God's sakes. I basically just had the outline of the script.
All right.
I could probably change it now, a little bit.
So, I think we're gonna head out for the night. Did you listen to those Bible quotes that I read earlier?
You read Bible quotes?
Yeah.
No.
Shall I read you my favorite, not a Bible quote, but my favorite quote from a saint?
Which one?
Because I think that this one applies to everybody. I think it's a good way to end the stream. This is from Mother Julian of Norwich. And it is, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And that's Mother Julian of Norwich. I think it's a fantastic quote.
I prefer mine.
Which is?
Cheers for watching, and I apologize for nothing.
Well, depends on what you prefer, but I hated that disgusting
whale of a
satanic thing that was happening. I didn't like that at all. That upset me.
I apologize for nothing.
You know, I've seen people like, I've seen people say basically like, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, you're triggered because you're a conservative, so you're triggered because someone is making a mockery of your religion, and it's like, yeah,
you know how easy it is to trigger you, Fox?
Yeah, how would anyone else feel?
I just have to say that all I have to say is that men and women are not the same, and you people will freak the fuck out.
Yeah, I just watched a video the other day where the guy was like, ha 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 ha, it's so funny. Look at how mad Christians get when I make fun of their religion. It's like, try it with Islam.
They won't, obviously.
See what happens. Oh, you wouldn't be able to laugh at that so easily, would you? Try it with literally any other religion. You wouldn't be able to laugh about it so easily. That's interesting to me. Anywho, it is late. It's midnight, and I'm still sick. So, we will see you all next week. Hopefully by next week, I won't be sick anymore. And we'll see you all then. Take care, and good night.
I'm Hedonism Bot. Yes, I am Hedonism Bot.